Hey everyone, welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have another Battle Royale match. We are all the way in week 7. Very exciting. We got 4 runners for you today. It's going to be awesome. And on commentary, we have Chimp and we have Emo Soda, and they will take it from here.
Thanks, baseball. Welcome to week 7, everyone. This week we have one elimination through lowest points. As baseball mentioned, 4 races. We had 3 async races this season, so there'll be no rotations on Restream. These are the only 4 people you'll see that are doing the live race. But yeah, excited to see how they get on. Durax is technically the person with the most risk this week, as Breadcoon and Durax are fighting for their lives. Everyone else fairly comfortable. Hyper with a pretty big lead at the top. But, no reason to not try and extend it. How are we doing, Emo?
I'm doing fabulous. It's the day after Thanksgiving. I am still stuffed, but I'm ready to talk about some more randomizer. I mean, I do that like every day, but yeah, I haven't been back to Battle Royale since the exhibition match, and then also week 1 where I tried it out. Wasn't really for me. Didn't have the time for it, but looks like a lot of the great runners that were there in the beginning, they are still here. We got on Restream today, Ink, Cola, Durax, and Hyper. And Hyper and Semi right now are pretty far ahead on the leaderboard, like by a couple hundred points each. So we'll see how this one shakes out. If they have terrible weeks this week, I mean, it could affect the leaderboard a lot going forward for the next few weeks. So I guess just for the next week, right? That's the final one.
Yeah. Next week is the last weekly, but next week there is the battle for top 4. 2 players eliminated, and only the top 4 players go into the final round, which is a free-for-all, best of 1, winner takes all. So yeah, we're almost finished with the season. I think it's been really good fun. These guys all on stream have had particular highlights throughout. I think each one of them have won a weekly in terms of highest points. So let's see who does it this week.
All right, and we're off. And Inkakuri Forest, random spawns, right?
Yeah, random spawns. Bit of a French vanilla one, I guess. Not too bad.
It's a little bit better than vanilla.
But yeah, I was going to say, honestly, it's kind of better. So yeah, let's keep that spawn for Season 9. Ice arrows can be useful. Not particularly great to find this early. Doesn't really do much, but we'll see if it comes in useful later. And that shot was pretty garbage.
Really, there's some of the settings for these seeds. Mostly open stuff, right?
Yeah, but everything's open. Pretty much, fountain is open. Deku tree is open. The only thing not open is bridge, but bridge is open after 3 dungeon rewards, so fairly easy to sort of get where you need. The intent essentially being, give everyone the most opportunity to get as many points as they can. It's less about the puzzle of the rando and more about the risk taking. As we see Spirit Temple in Deku Tree. Nice early spirit. No one's probably going to go into there without any equipment, but good to know it's there.
For anyone just joining us just for this week of Battle Royale, these players are playing on one hit KO mode, so if they take any damage, they die. And each player here is only awarded basically 2 lives if they have the fairy in the bottle, but they're done if they don't have that fairy, right? It's the first death.
Yeah. If you don't have the fairy, so let's say you've dumped it for bugs or you need it for blue fire or something, and then you get hit, there is no extra life. You've chose to take that gamble and you are out. If you see the game over screen, it is indeed game over.
All right, so Jabu Foolish hint there by Deku Tree, and Deku's actually Spirit Temple this seed. We'll be seeing most players exit the forest here. Looks like Kola's heading towards Market for now.
Yeah, seems okay with Shop Shuffle. Pretty good location to start with. No one choosing to go Lost Woods. Probably because you want a shield before doing the Sacred Forest Meadow goal. It's quite tricky to get through. So objective number 1 is normally find the shields in Battle Royale. We'll see where they end up being.
That's why you're not seeing an immediate go into SFM for the song like you probably usually would if you're playing pretty risk averse. But that's actually risky on the in Battle Royale. It just you could die
Yeah.
so easily, and there is that objective there in SFM.
Okay. Well, there's a Hylian shield, and there's also a 240 rupee fire arrows in the market. So fire arrows can be useful. Double wallet locked. We'll see if it ends up being relevant at all. As it looks like Durax is choosing to go to Lost Woods, so we have a little bit of variance here. Might just be getting the hint, but I'd imagine if they're climbing up, they are going to dip into Lost Woods. Kakiri Forest is foolish. Great hint to find at the top of Kakiri Forest for Durax there. Did start with Saria's song, so not terrible to go into Lost Woods early with an extra check. Cola is going adult. No messing about.
That's probably what I would do too, especially if you find the shield this early as well. Pretty risk averse. Again, kind of like I was saying before. There are 3 players that async this seed right for this week. That's Temmie, yourself, and Breadcoon.
Yeah, that's correct. As per usual, I will drop the finish times as we approach them, based on when they completed the asyncs. But I won't reveal the points until the end. No players know the points either, because the race room is private in terms of no one sees each other's names. They don't know who finishes when and with what points. So just to keep it interesting,
yeah,
rest on the laurels.
It's just so currently Hyper, so he can't just like stop playing when he's effectively won for a week. So I kind of like that small change. It's pretty interesting. It's cool that we got the tech to set it up in like race time now. You know, just like 5 years ago, that would have seemed pretty improbable.
Yeah, on the old IRC, yeah.
Yeah, it's not happening there.
That's a nice early Sun song from Hyper, who chose to go to Ranch instead of Market in Lost Woods. So variance, I think, paying off. I know Emo would disagree, but I think it's a good find early. Skulls are pretty important in Battle Royale. There's some good points behind skull goals.
I just kind of view it as like getting a bloopy. It's just junk. Most of the time. I mean, I'll still play it if it saves time, but I'm not happy about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got 2 more shops on Cola's side. What's a boomerang?
On the back of Lon. Ooh, boomerang. Oh, in the CAC shop? Okay.
Yeah, alright.
Check the other one.
Yeah, it's a good find by Hyper, and a pretty good find by Cola, honestly, even though you've gone adult straight away. If you stay child and, you know, you don't have that rang, it'd be a bit of a pain. So now the Cola can go back and do the rest of child with the boomerang is going to be of benefit, so...
Yeah, not to mention Spirit, too, in Kakuri Forest, right next to your spawn. Could come up fairly early in the seed tier.
Yeah,
it's like Hyper's going for the Gwei objective here.
Yeah, Gwei goal. So stunning 4 Gweis with 1 Deku Nut is definitely RNG heavy. I think he only got 3 there, so he's going to have to reset the Gweis.
Yeah, something you'll never see somebody try to do in any other randomizer format. So, and just added for this year, right? It's a new objective for
season 2. Objective for season 2. Durax, as Chaps pointed out, has light arrows, which is a nice pickup from Lost Woods. I think someone has the K sword. I'm not sure who. Can't see it on anyone's tracker, so I may have missed it. Oh, it's Cola. Cola has the K sword.
Hyper got the Gwei objective, and
nice.
It's so jarring though to see somebody do Lost Woods and just not go to the song on purpose.
Yeah, like you absolutely can just go through, but because Battle Royale is limited to 2.5 hours, any wasted time, and you know, if you go there and don't get the points, you're never going to get those points again, pretty much. So you really have to be careful with how you route and not wanting to waste those opportunities. As Cola reading that the first hook shot is in the market. Now, we didn't see a hook shot in the market so far, but no one did night market, so we'll see if it's easily accessible or not.
Yeah, between these specific players too, it only really came down to like 15 points last week between these guys. So I think it's definitely true. It's going to come down to like 10, even 5 points potentially here. Kind of depends on how the seed plays out a little bit.
Hyper found a slingshot in London Ranch just there, so Durax is going to get the same. Pretty nice find in Battle Royale. Always good to have range projectiles as both ages, because you don't really want to get close to enemies if you can help it.
Yeah, really nice for safety in a lot of spots.
For sure. Cola is going to pick up a very easy 2 points here just by getting the song in the 2. As long as they don't... Yeah, they get... Oh, yeah, they need to be careful there. Yeah.
I think he changed his control stick direction mid-freeze.
Yeah. I've never seen someone pause buffer going
just in case. Yeah.
I wonder if he was considering resetting there. Resetting.
Might have crossed his mind.
Yeah. Of course, that is also something new for Season 2. You can kind of just reset whenever you want. Last season, you had to be in a safe area, but this season we valued the skill of choosing when to save quit, and you know, if you lose time, so be it, but there is a skill in being reactionary.
Yeah, I think giving players the choice of that is pretty good, I think, just overall, because then you'll see that you know, players that make better choices, you know, maybe resetting a little bit early, paying off. Yeah, sure. Not even just like one time per seed, it could be like multiple times per seed that they effectively like save it too.
For chat asking how many points if you keep the fairy until the end, it's 15 points if you keep the fairy and don't lose your single life. So very, very worthwhile.
Cool, taking a very wide route here on Dampe.
Yeah, you got to give him some space to set things on fire. I've seen many a person lose their lives in, ironically, Dampe's grave.
Yeah, you can have the best movement in the world on Dampe, but if he drops a fire in your path, there's nothing you can do about it. Ooh,
yeah, we'll have to save quit here as well, because you can't void out.
Oh. Yeah, you just die.
I'm not sure if he's gonna... Is he gonna make this?
Uh-oh.
Is this sub-minute?
He still gets it.
Just, yeah, you get it at the minute, so just made it. That was like the latter.
He took a little bit too long too and gets phased out or timed out by Dampe. That would also be a void out. And, not be great.
Ink also needs to be careful there. Yeah, Ink stops moving so he doesn't run into the lava. Hyper's going to pick up their light arrows. Let's see where the save the spawn is for adult. I don't think we've seen that yet. Oh, top of river. Nice skull masking though, at least. Not
nice if he had a scale or something.
Yeah, does have ZL, so that's quite nice. It's a very, with King's Aura out of the way, no need for KZ, so it's a pretty free dungeon entrance that we can go check. There's also some points for hopping all the icebergs and the fountain, so Cola is probably going to go for that at the same time. So Ink sees that there is a nut upgrade on the crate in Graveyard. Now, Deku nuts are essential in Battle Royale. They're probably going to be a little disappointed that they can't actually get that, but it wouldn't surprise me if they went for it with a Rang or a long shot later on, because they are really handy to have as many as possible at all times.
You see early ice here from Cola. Get rid of the fairy.
Well, it's dungeon entrance, Rando.
Oh,
so,
right.
If we need to. He's just going straight for the entrance, though. Oh,
Ooh,
there's
bomb
a
bag in
bomb
Valley.
bag in Valley. Interesting.
Wow. Huge
Great
hint
hint.
there.
Yeah, great hint.
It's also logically available to players, so
Yeah,
that
it's,
is very strong. It's going to
So
save a lot
is-
of time on the other runners here. They have to go to Domain to figure that out, or go to Valley, which is still not really a very exciting play, I would say.
No, for sure.
Takes a long time to get there.
There's a wallet on the Fountain Iceberg here. As
Okay.
Cola did discover that ice is vanilla, so probably not going to dump their fairy here. I think it's too risky this early. You don't really want to go to ice.
Oh, almost got hit there by the Aqua Rock.
Needs to be a little careful.
Trying to go for this objective of jumping from iceberg to iceberg all the way.
Got to jump on all of them. It looks like they've made it. So just this last one. Yeah, all good. All good. All right. So I think they got Minuet out of the graveyard, so we'll see if they choose to go for the adult Sacred Forest Meadow points as well, as we find Prelude on the other end of that Minuet. Pretty nice to find, especially with a nasty adult spawn, I'd say. That's not great. Top of river.
Dangerous, if nothing else.
Yeah, I think if you hold forwards or accidentally press B, you can take damage. So definitely not a great spawn. Like Ink and Cola are going for the Sacred Forest Meadow goal here. Bit time consuming, but is worth 5 points, so they'll definitely choose to do it. As Hyper gets a few P hats in. 1 point each. Bit of a downgrade from last season. They were a bit too easy. But
Cola catching himself. Climbed the ladder, but is still going through the maze. Interesting that it works from both directions for this objective.
yes, yeah, the goal works both ways.
That's very cool.
Works both ways as child as well, but the child one is a bit more awkward because of the Wolfos guarding the gate. So you can do it. You can jump slash the Wolfos through the gate. Cola did have the shield up, so won't take damage, thankfully.
Oh, Ink.
Ink!
I think he's going to get double tapped here. Oh, okay,
yeah,
it resets.
Yeah, he's just reset. You got to if you get hit by a Moblin.
So that still counts as one death?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
well,
so
we're down
they'll
one
have to-
very early here, 15 minutes in.
Yeah,
I think that's a
check
pretty
that.
common spot to die, right? On, Battle
Moblins,
Royale?
yeah. Moblin's definitely in top 5 causes of death for the Land of Hyrule this season. They will need to dump their fairy. Well, they don't have to dump their fairy, but obviously they don't have it anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he's going back though. I'm not sure if they're going back to try again. I would be a little spooked after that, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see their confidence levels be approaching this.
Yeah, I would be too. I wouldn't blame you.
A reminder that Ink is safe this week in terms of total points. However, next week it's all about the top 4, and Ink is definitely in contention and needs to have a good week.
Yeah, currently has 592. People above and below him, 663, 547, and they're both playing this week, Cola and Chimp. So it's got to be a little careful. I don't even know how many points he currently has, but it's probably along the lines of the other players here, probably between 5 and 10. 14 for Cola here.
Yeah, I can't see. They normally have their points on their display, but I can't see them.
I think it's that white bit.
It could be the white bit right in the corner, but I think it's not quite showing the right thing. But Cola is smashing it with points so far. 21 already. Only 16 minutes in.
It's got to come up with a huge point total this week to try and make up that ground between him and Timmy. But it's more than that. It's Ink behind him, 592 to his 663.
Yeah, Cola could definitely make a bit of a gap this week for sure. Just to answer chat, there were only 4 live runners this week, so no rotation. The other 3 racers were me, Timmy, and Bread. We all did the async this week. And then next week, obviously, down to 6, as we've eliminated several players across the past few weeks. So, almost down to our final 4.
Hyper got the bomb bag without the hint. It looks
Without
like
the hint. That's very surprising.
Maybe feeling a little bit more less risk averse here, just being so far ahead on points. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if the play would be like considered risky or not, like going to Valley. Like, it's just kind of funny.
it's still an interesting play. Maybe they did read a hint that we didn't see. You don't really want... Dodongo's coming to Morpho is a pretty good hint, by the way. You don't really want... Again, similar to Sacred Forest Meadow, there are goals associated with both beans and cows. So going to Valley as child now means that you're not going later, essentially, because it would cost way too much time. So probably not going for the cows goal this seed. Can still go for the beans goal, but... Oh, that's a very tasty shop on Cola's side.
Not bad. Can buy both those items.
Yeah,
have to
Deku Shield as well.
Have to get a rupee. What's it called? Refresh, I guess. There's wallet there. About 100 off.
Now they don't have suns, which is a little annoying, so they are going to have to grind. I'm not sure how much it was, but they're going to have to grind a little bit more if they want that strength. Strength isn't a huge deal. They might just choose to skip it, honestly, and come back for it later.
Could. I don't know whether the time of day is at right now in terms of the cycle. Getting rid of the fairy, though. Looks like he's going to go hard on skulls.
Yeah, he's going for bugs. Cola is... honestly, Cola, Ink, and Hyper are all fairly aggressive when it comes to skulls. So that doesn't surprise me. Durax takes it a little bit easier, I've found. Ink, of course, no longer has a fairy, so they don't really have a choice then than to just go for skulls at this point. They need to make up the points that they've lost for the lack of fairy bonus at the end.
Yeah, getting that 50 skull reward is worth a hefty sum of points, is that right? 20 or so?
Yeah, it sure is. 20, I can't remember if it's 20 or 25. Let's have a quick look. It is 20 points, to hand in the 50 skull reward.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I think ideally in like an average seed, you'd probably get that within 25 minutes, spending only 30 seconds or less between each skull, which I think is pretty reasonable. You can get a lot of slower ones that way as well.
That would be a phenomenal effort. Hope it's just about done in Lake. I don't think we saw anything in Lake, so whilst Valley was pretty good, Lake not coming up with any goods.
It's how I like to justify, at least, because I'm on the opposite. Oh, Cola getting locked out there. Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite way with skulls now. I'm very skull averse. Just skip them more than anything because of that reason. You can get 50 in about 25 minutes, ideally, or less, depending on where and how you get these skulls. You get a lot more items and songs later in the seed as well. You just hope that you don't get kind of railroaded by the 50 skulls.
Yeah,
so
it can dictate a lot of your routing. If you choose to go for it and then you realize that, oh, maybe my progression isn't where the skulls are. It's like, oh, what do I go for? Do I go for continuing the skulls and potentially not beating Ganon, or do I try and beat Ganon and then see if I can get the skulls in the end?
Mm-hmm.
So will definitely probably come into play. As chat's pointing out, no sign of that hook shot in a night market. So it looks like it could be bomb tube bowling or pose or treasure chest minigame. One of those things is a lot better than the others. So let's hope it's not pose or the treasure chest minigame. But we do have a bomb bag, so Hyper is going to be able to find out one way or the other where that hook shot is. Cola is now back child with Rang, with K-Sword, so they are very, very well equipped. It wouldn't surprise me if they go to Lon Lon Ranch fairly soon, so they'll have a slingshot as well, the sort of full suite of items. They know where a bomb bag is, so they can kind of do everything they want to as child, really.
Yeah, a nice advantage of going to Lon Lon is you'd be able to spend some of your time a day too if you haven't got that Suns yet. from Lon Lon, so kind of built-in routing a little bit.
For sure. But Cola is taking a risk. Cola does not have their fairy in a bottle and is continuing to get skulls, etc. So, whilst they still do have 2 lives, if they get hit now, it doesn't matter. They will die. So, there is a 0% chance I will add Bonko to S3. And there's that hook shot on Hyperside.
Oh, nice, nice.
It's ideal to find before going adult, for sure.
Not able to do the normal setup, so you're gonna have to be a little inventive here, or just play it just straight here.
Yeah, I always find that I can sort of just I can do the second one without too much problem. This one I can never get a setup for. Like, no matter how many ESS turns I do, I'm like, nah, I just can't do it. But
yeah, I think it's a little better to go just down the straight. You can even like stun the big chicken if it's like on one side.
Yeah.
And then quickly go to the left side and, you know, let it rip. But it's also fairly difficult, I think, just by itself. Yeah, especially if you're an adult too.
Hyper not struggling. It does have hook now, so they'll be pretty chuffed with that. Durax going adult now, but again doesn't have a bomb bag, so will go adult without that first hook shot. So it probably will be a fairly quick adult one, much like Cola's. Now, in regards to beating Ganon, we have a bow and light arrows, so we're only magic away from having everything we need to defeat Ganon. No sign of that so far.
Still a lot of useful dungeon items as well, though, so they just need to find where they are right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think at this point I'd be prioritizing dungeon entrances, for sure. Neil, I agree with that. I think a good indication of if someone is on their final life or not would be ideal, and something we can look into. Yeah, it's a visual thing, but it doesn't actually do damage when you get thrown out of Hyrule Castle with the gods.
Yeah, same thing with the fortress as well.
I think fortress depends. I think you actually do take damage if they throw you in the valley. Like, if you don't have that hook shot. I might be wrong, but I swear I've seen someone die to that.
I think you do as adult, but not as... that travel wouldn't make any sense.
Interesting. Oh, maybe a bit of workshop in there. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while, so can't recall. Interesting. Okay, I was just about to say Durax could just use his bow here.
Yeah, choosing to just go for it is okay. The Octoroks don't really get, like, much like anything with Battle Royale, if you spend too long standing still thinking about things, you're more likely to get hit than if you just do things with confidence. You never get hit in Zora's River by the Octoroks if you're doing this normally and outside of Battle Royale, so just, you know, continue to do it normally and you'll be fine. But trepidation can get you in these settings. As Durax finds some bomb tubes, so it doesn't have the bomb bag, but at least paid out with some explosives. And they also get Hyrule Castle Foolish. Not a great hint, but...
The strength there in River as well. Yeah, the lower.
Interesting. So that's 2 strengths that we know of. Now, this is where you could definitely get hit by Octoroks.
Yeah, you have to kill them here. Yeah. I mean, at least the one, for sure.
Yeah, there's a plethora of setups to this, and only one of them is sort of safe, shall we say. The other ones all contain jumping in the water here, and... Oh, Durax! Oh!
Gravity being gracious today and not pulling too much on that. Just went right over his head.
Could have been bad, but it's okay. Just goes to the kill.
If we were on a different planet, he would have been fucked there.
Didn't see Cola get the Gwaze, but I'm going to assume they did get it. They are nighttime and have been in London Ranch a fair bit at this point. Durax now making the jump, and Ink will get their bomb bag in about 60 seconds.
Imagine how awful River would be if it had Octorox and Glaze in it. Oh my god.
Oh, rancid. Absolutely disgusting. Glaze are only
The
seconds
worst.
to Keys in terms of things that you want to avoid at all costs. Sometimes Glaze don't even trigger like the danger music when you're near enemies. Sometimes they just won't trigger and they will just snipe you.
Yeah, they've got a longer reach to them too.
Yeah.
Than Keys, so.
Alright, well, that's a bomb bag for Ink. Now, no sign of opponents, so even though they've chose to go here, they can't get that goal that we mentioned earlier on Hyper side. So again, probably something they're gonna forego. It's a bit of a long goal, and if you need to repeat those areas, it's a bit rough.
Cola being a little bit less fluid with this rounding here. Everyone else except him has explosives before. I mean, he's the one that got the hints, so.
Yeah, it's quite funny that he's the only one that actually knows where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only one without them. But I guess no big rush. It's not like he's gone places that he needs explosives desperately. Can just do that afterwards.
Yeah, he's still getting points. I mean, do we even know what's in DC yet?
Points. No, I don't think I've seen anyone on Deathman Trail at all.
No, I don't think they've gone that far yet.
We've only seen 2 dungeon entrances, to my knowledge. We've seen Spirited Deku, and we saw Ice in Ice.
So it's still pretty open here in terms of what could be where. This is all locations reachable, so
yep.
Once they know about 6 dungeon entrances, it'll be fairly straightforward at that point.
Are bosses randomized? No, we did actually start testing the season with boss rando instead of dungeon entrance rando, but basically everyone agreed that dungeon entrance rando felt better, and we didn't want to have both. So
it gets to be a little bit too much, especially with path-ins. Then they just get straight up weird, and you can't really read them very well. Like.
Okay. So Durax, I think Durax is the first person to do a shooting gallery here, because this is the first person in here with a bow. Cola didn't have the bow last time.
Child shooting gallery for Cola.
Yeah, Cola
shooting games.
Cola often skips child shooting galleries. I'm actually a little surprised.
Really?
I guess you can't. Yeah, in Battle Royale he skips it, but I guess with that hookshot hint, you're not skipping market checks.
It seems like kind of a strange pass, though. I mean, it's a free check, right?
He skips this and Ocarina Memory Game. This says the take 2.
Yeah, I knew he did that, but I mean, I still find that to be a little weird too.
Yeah. Ironically, would have got rewarded with it this seed, unlike the past 3 to 4 weeks where I think there's been an item on both of those things. So, typically.
Huh. Just sticks to his guns there.
Child fishing for ink. Nada. Durax is probably going to head up trail soon. I don't think they've been in Graveyard, but once they get Graveyard sorted, I can imagine they'll be the first person up the trail. Cola now in Nighttime Cat with Rang, so we'll be able to get the Graveyard Skull if they choose to as well. Not quite sure what count they're on at the moment, but this is definitely going to propel them towards that 10 mark. They're already on 10. Fair play. All right, so going to get close to 20 by the time they're done here. Plenty of time to get the other 30 or so. Cola also setting up the mask. Now, I'm convinced Cola knows that the mask is dead, so might just be going for the skull mask for safety. Skull Mask is pretty useful just to have in Battle Royale. Especially in bottom of the well.
What does it do exactly?
Skull Mask, Keese and Gwaze don't target you. They can still hit you if they happen to fly into you, but they won't specifically target you. So, very beneficial to have around dangerous areas such as bottom of the well, Spirit Temple, even some overworld areas. Drax is going to pick up their Minuet. I guess they might not go up trail if they get Minuet here. Maybe they want the song instead. Someone will eventually go into Dorongo's cavern, I'm sure of it. 10 skulls, nothing on Cola's side, but that's not really what he's getting them for anyway, so he won't mind. Ink getting the bad news that they are going to have to do this the normal way. Cola's skipping the heart piece, which is fine. I still think there's value in collecting heart pieces. Because you're not guaranteed to have tunics, and timers matter a bit more when if you die, you die.
Really clean bowling for a Mink there. Just a one shot on each screen.
Okay, very nice. Durex and Hyper, both on Dampe. They don't know it's a race, but we're going to say it's a race.
Yeah, who's very safe Dampe is going to be the winner here.
Durex is doing okay.
Comes down to bonks. Or just flame RNG. I mean, it could be as many as like 3-5 second difference.
Yeah, Hyper is an entire area behind, but only 5 seconds. So it looks like Durex will be fine. Hyper is going to be cutting it fine here. Should be fine. Normally if you're here with 10 seconds to go, it's not an issue. Durex officially winning the Dampe race of Season 2 Battle Royale. GG Durex. Hyper actually having Song of Time though, so doesn't need to save quit.
Yeah, everyone except Cola playing on emulator today on Restream.
It's like 5 minutes deep. Still no real dungeon progress. This is going to be on the runners' minds for now. They've all got enough items to start dipping dungeons when they find them. I think it's very beneficial to have a couple of dungeons under your belt before too long. Just to keep that Ganon's Castle option open.
Yeah, I mean, if I found a DC or Decker, I'm just doing it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And I just have to hope it's in a good location to seed and opens up Ganon's for you, but I haven't seen any magic yet, so Ganon's, at least Ganon himself is not an option yet.
No. Yeah, lack of magic will be a little bit of a concern on these guys. Now again, only 30 minutes in, so plenty of time, but again, does dictate your end goal. You kind of go into these settings with 3 end goals. It's either Skulls, Ganon, or Songs. Songs is very rare, so it's pretty much always Skulls or Ganon. Top runners choosing to do both of those things at the same time. Sometimes you can't do that depending on the seed. If you don't find the right items, you don't find magic here, you're not going to be doing Ganons, but does drastically affect your routing the longer it goes without those items. Alright, Durax has made it through Sacred Forest Meadow.
Nice.
A reminder that for this week, The elimination is the lowest total points. It is between Durax and Breadcoon. Breadcoon has done the async, so we will not know their points total until the end of the race. Bread is a good chunk of points behind Durax, so Bread needing Durax to have a pretty poor week. Durax has had, the past couple of weeks has been very strong, but has had some very weak weeks in the sort of early start of the season. You can kill moblins with bow, it just doesn't count towards the goal. The goal is specifically only killing them with a sword. Well, not even necessarily killing them, just specifically not using anything other than a sword or a shield.
I guess what's been the least popular goal for the season?
Anything to do with Fire Temple. They're honestly, I don't even think any of the fire goals have been achieved once this entire tournament so far.
Wow.
We were saying last week there's a very small handful of goals that still haven't been achieved by anyone in any official races for the season, and like 2/3 of them are just Fire Temple.
Huh.
Despite me buffing fire, I added a lot more points to deep fire this season to try and get players up there. Hasn't quite convinced players to delve into it. Cola could have done one of the fire goals last week, but didn't have hovers at the right time, so chose to skip what would have been a very tasty 7 points.
Yeah, I mean you can still get a lot of points there, right? But I see it being more of like a time thing, like trying to be careful in Fire Temple. Like it's gonna be like half an hour almost, I think, in some situations.
Yeah, it's definitely tough.
We'll just save quit back to the first room, go to this room, save quit back to the first room. And it depends on how many hearts you have, when do you go in a seed even. I think there's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, last week it was kind of mandatory because light arrows went in Fire Temple. So we did see a couple of runners go into fire, but both of the runners that went in, the light arrows were in the compass chest and called it there. Didn't choose to go any further and get the points for the rest of the goals. Again, I think there's 14 points at the top of fire, so it's one of those things that doesn't pay out straight away, but if you do commit the time, you do get paid off fairly handsomely. Death Mountain Crater Foolish is a hint that I think I'm seeing for the first time on Cola's side, which is pretty good because you know what song it is already.
I'm pretty sure I know the answer to it, but the new tricks are not allowed, right?
No. It's
okay.
Mid-season.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah,
but it's DC and DC. Surprised no one even popped in there, even just doing a adult cack or something.
Yeah, I think getting Minuet from the windmill basically dictated most players' routes in terms of now let's just go get the song. It's way more important. But Hyper going in the forest entrance as well, so this is also a new dungeon. And it is GTG.
GG.
Okay,
has most of the stuff for it.
Yeah, it does have a good amount of items, but it is dangerous.
Song of Time as well.
They'll be most thankful that they have the bow. Ocarina of Time is Nocturne. That's rough. Mirror Shield on Hyper side in GTG. Good find. Already know where Spirit is. We essentially have every item to do it. But how safe are we playing it? Choosing to go. You can cheese the
moderately aggressive,
but yeah, playing with a lot of confidence.
Top of the leaderboard, no reason not to. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is
straight 2.
Right, just getting things done quickly and with confidence, but we'll see. Oh yeah, strength 2 on Durax's side. So we know where all 3 are?
Yep, River, DC, and that shop, that 200 shop.
Yeah, all right. So we have strength 3. Now that is not something that is common in Battle Royale at all. So we'll see if anyone chooses to get all 3. There's no need for it unless there's an item behind it. But there is a couple of goals that can be done with strength 3, such as the light trial and fire trial.
Yeah, they're very lucky it's not a Master Quest fire trial. That'd be so bad on Oko.
Yeah, Master
But
Quest.
even this one, I mean, it's still not free for a fire trial. To be a little careful on a few things.
Yeah, if you have hovers, it's pretty okay as long as you're careful of the red bubble at the end. That is the one that probably the biggest risk of that whole room is that red bubble. But okay, so another wallet. Inside from Duel, we can buy the fire arrows, which
I don't know why I've never paid attention to the bubble color at the end of fire trial. For some reason I thought it was green in my head. I don't know why though. You're probably right on though. It's red bubble.
Yeah, if it comes out the lava, it's red. That's just I think that is. I've never checked all of them, but I'm fairly sure that's how it works. Explosives on Ink's side. Plenty of bomb chews. Cola picking up the skull mask again. I think for safety, because I do believe that they know it's a dead check. Cola with no money though, so he's going to need to get a few rupees on the bridge in order to get their hook shot. Ironically, even this isn't very safe. I have seen players die collecting rupees off the bridge because of fall damage. Big chest on a Death Mountain Trail here. Din's Fire. Okay.
Pretty unexciting so far.
Yeah, it's not...
Nocturne on OT.
Yeah, not great when you know the song to use it is kind of not happening. Could still come in useful.
Yeah, we still got Spirit Temple at Deku Tree. It's always accessible here. Could be something.
No magic is the real problem, though. Ig going for one of the riskier goals as child in climbing the wall here to get the skull in Death Mountain Crater. Durex making some good progress throughout Todongo's cavern. Oh, there's iron boots getting paid out there. Very nice. And a wallet. Okay, so I think we've found 3 wallets now.
Should be all of them, yeah.
Yeah. So we have the opportunity to be very rich. Now, Durax needs to climb back up and isn't quite sure how. Those spikes will kill you pretty quickly if you don't know where they are and you start messing about with them, so they do need to be careful. Looks like they're going for a ground jump setup to avoid going past the spikes again. Interesting. I'm not sure this is going to work. I think
it should work. It should work.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't get knocked back there.
All right. Well, definitely the slow way, but if you're not confident around those spikes, then so be it. You know, got to respect coming up with things on the fly. So
yeah, it's something you never see.
I think he did peek a big chest to the other side of this bridge as well. So DC having quite a few items.
Yeah, all pretty relevant. I mean, he has hook. He has hovers as well.
Very
Could
nice.
open water temple, a few other things.
Yeah, both pairs of boots now is pretty nice. And Durax is, I'd say out of all of our runners, Durax is probably the one that goes into Shadow Temple the most. So he'll be fairly happy with those hovers.
Trying to be a little bit too careful, I think, with the chews here. Yeah, wasting 2 chews. That hurts a little bit. Can be
Yeah,
down
it's
to
rough.
1 after this.
Yeah. On the plus side, they do have a wallet. On the not plus side, they can't buy bomb chews yet. So obviously they don't know where a bomb bag is either. So it does need to be careful. Speaking of being careful, Hyper is in Kokiri Forest, which is a surprisingly deadly place for Adult Link. We have seen some unbelievable slam dunks from some of those top Deku scrubs in Kokiri Forest this season.
Yeah, the only thing Adult Forest is really missing is like a heat timer for no reason. It's the only way it could get worse, I think.
Or like this water is suddenly the acid from the tomb or something.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Make it very, very green.
Now, one of the awkward things about Kokiri Forest and Dungeon ER specifically is that if you beat the dungeon inside of the Deku Tree, but you haven't beat Forest, you will spawn in between the Deku Barber and the big Sculptor, and that is unbelievably terrifying.
Not where you want to be, for sure.
No. You have to get out of there pretty fast as well, because they will hit you. Alright. Hyper going into Spirit. Plenty of points to be had here, as Cola buys plenty of beans for the beans goal. Is a longer, slower goal, but is risk-free, so just some nice bonus points at the end.
Oh, you just buy all the beans? Really?
Once you've individual beans.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I've said that wrong. You need to plant beans into 5 individual.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So you can dirt patches around Hyrule. King Dodongo is down. Every boss is worth at least 5 points, so a nice chunk there for Durax. Cola getting their strength 2.
Oh, the bomb bag on King
Wow,
there. That's crazy.
That is one hell of a reward. Again,
He would have been 1 shoe left, and now he has 20 bombs.
Yeah, fantastic. They will feel very happy with that. Big sigh of relief. Hyper is not only getting skulls, they are going for what I can only assume is the skull completion for Spirit Temple. Again, this season there has been a few changes to goals. One of those larger changes is that collecting every skull in a dungeon will grant you at least 3 points, depending on the dungeon, up to 5 for dungeons such as Shadow and Fire. Good to do in tandem with trying to get to that 50 goal.
Hyper playing ahead a little bit on...
Oh. Go on, Amy.
Oh, Hyper pulling a little bit ahead on points here, about 9 ahead of Cola currently. And Durax in the right behind them, 26.
Yeah, Cola definitely had a excellent first 15 minutes, but I think since has just been rerouting a little bit. They did go out early, missed a few things as child, such as the sort of bomb bag and hook shot. So Hyper, who was much more well equipped in their adult one, is reaping the rewards a little. Plenty of room for Cola to catch up, of course. But yeah, Hyper taking a nice little lead here. Ink, again, a bit of an unknown, because I don't think they realise their points are hidden on their screen. Durax on 26, not too far behind Cola.
Durax getting stopped by that big chicken there. See how he navigates this. It's gonna hit the chicken again.
He's going for the. I think he's going for your strat of like hitting the chicken on the side, but he's getting pretty screwed over by the small chicken, and yeah, they've run out of chews, so gonna have to go again.
Yeah, has enough money.
Yeah, plenty of money to keep trying. They don't know what's on the second reward. So if
this is magic.
If they attempt this 5 or so times, then oh yeah, magic on Cola's side.
Domain shop, very nice.
All right, so that is
pretty much have free reign now to do whatever.
Be really good for Cola. It's going to take Hyper. I think quite. Yeah, that's what I'm saying on point. I think Hyper is not going to go to that shot for some time.
I can't imagine it would. It's not like not a huge reason to go there.
No. The shot makes it more appealing. Depending on what this dungeon is, could also make it more appealing. This could be Jabu, could be Deku, could be bottom of the well.
First strength for Ink. Again, the 200 strength on the shop, my market shop. And Direct's going to Adult here.
Yeah, too.
Kind of made a pit stop as child. After completing DC.
I guess they just come back.
Just for bomb. Yeah, just for bowling.
Yeah, they were like, you know what, let's go get the hook and then go back. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, playing towards Jans, I mean, that's the least riskiest thing you can do. Ice Cavern Goma, the backhand and fountain there. Spectacular replacement on that.
Ice Cavern Goma. Okay, well that's definitely a song. I wonder which one. Could be Storms.
Probably Pono.
Requiem.
Pono Storms. Yeah. Oh, I guess that, yeah. A lot of options,
yeah. Could be a Pono as well.
Yeah, right. It's only, it barely have half the songs right now. Oh, I guess they have literally half, but...
All right.
Yeah, I think
child spirit for Ink then. A few goals to be had in here.
Looks like Cola found Bomb the Well. I didn't catch exactly where that was. I guess Jabu? Since he was in Fountain just now. Just got the magic and domain.
Jabu. Yeah. Yeah, Well's pretty nice. There's a couple of goals to get here without... Well, I say without too much risk. The basement goal is pretty free. The coffin goal is a little tougher, but if you've got enough Deku Nuts and enough practice in it, you're fine. Ink did mess up the Stalfos here. Needs to be careful. Ink being on 1 life. One of the trickiest Stalfoses in the game, but it's okay. But yeah, Cola with a boomerang as well is going to be able to get all the skulls if they choose to. You don't get any points for killing this Dead Hand specifically, but if you kill both Dead Hands in Well and Shadow, you do get some points. Planned, Cup. It was all planned. No, nothing's close as long as it misses, right? All right, Ink getting the Anubis down. Again, similar to Dead Hand.
Coffin objective here.
Yeah, there's sort of two things you could do in the coffins here. There's a goal for getting all the coffins, but also Gibdos are worth points. So definitely want to kill both the Gibdos, 2 points apiece. Three of those coffins contain keys. One of them is completely empty. So you can leave that to last, to sort of leave after doing that last one near the front door. Alright, and Ink wrapping up Child Spirit, choosing not to go any further into Spirit, despite not having any magic. Now, not a bad, good or bad play. I think there is definitely a world where you do both here. But it's fine. They're just pretty happy with setting up Adult Spirit and going Adult now. Probably gonna head straight back there, to be honest. No Mirror Shield on their side, so they might choose to dip GTG here anyway with that with Minuet. That's the fastest way to Spirit anyway. Drax in the GTG maze. I don't think we've seen this.
No, just a slingshot though.
Yeah, not bad. A few extra seeds. Look, Trez, not every one of us is a Door of Time skipper, alright? Sometimes it's nice to know your limits.
It's one of the hardest tricks in the game, though, isn't it? That's good for that sword.
Most likely. Having not completed
Pretty sure. Last time I checked.
Or attempted it that long game. But we're not here to talk about Trez and his achievements, alright? We know you did a hard trick, Trez. Well done. Only took you 2 hours, but you did it. We won't talk about the fact that I had to cheat in a Kokiri sword. Ink is choosing the safer option. Hyper skipped earlier, just going for using the bow on the Donalphos. Fairly safe. Does take a bit longer. Can definitely waste a lot of arrows, so if you're in somewhere that you're going to need more arrows, it can essentially wipe them out. Can't quite see what's on the platform there. They are playing Song of Time, so it must be something interesting. Or they're going for the toilet goal, which, again, we've not seen toilet. That is a goal, and no one's gone for it.
Big chest here on Dead Hand and Bottom of the Well. Some blue fire.
Okay. I mean, the spare bottle on its own is quite nice. I think that might be the first spare bottle we've seen, which means that Cola doesn't need to worry too much around dumping that fairy out to do bottle-related shenanigans. So we are about to see the fire entrance. I don't think we've seen this at all.
No, I think everyone was lacking the Goron tunic, so pretty unforgiving entrance as far as dungeons go.
Yeah, for sure.
Is Shadow, so Drax is gonna just be chugging along here.
Shadow. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how much they do. Durax hasn't been hit yet, so they are going to have a good bit of confidence coming into here. Even if they were to take a hit in Shadow, they could still get a good amount of points out of it. No magic is probably the big negative on Durax's side, because whilst they can do a lot of Shadow, they can't beat Bongo without Dins and magic. So, although amusingly, they don't have Dins, despite having beat Dodongo's Cavern in Dodongo's Cavern. They didn't choose to go up, and unless they've just not marked it on their tracker, which might be the case. There's no way they went to Goron City but didn't go up trail, surely.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Durax getting the other half of the Dead Hand goal, as Cola showed us earlier. So both of them will need to do
the other one.
The other Dead Hand in order to get those points. Yeah. No magic for Durax. Definitely makes they're a lot slower. They didn't get dins. Oh, interesting. Maybe did they go back into cat? No, because after Dodongo's cat,
It just went straight to bowling.
and then to Goron City that way. Yeah. So, yeah, I think they've just skipped dins, which, again, right now isn't a problem. They might not need dins at all, but if they do want to beat Shadow, they are going to have to go back to Trail, and that is a really awkward chest to go back to.
That plus the only magic we found is in Domain Shop, at the other end of the map.
Yeah. I don't think that's not too out of the realms of impossibility for all of the runners at this stage. Again, I think once you know a bit more information about the dungeons, you're going to be like, oh, well, what's in Jabu, and can I go get a bunch of points? And if you sort of eliminate the possibility for the other dungeons, you know it's either going to be like Jabu or Bottom of the Well, then there's a lot of points here. Probably worth doing.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be... I'm pretty sure it's going to be Deku and Shadow Temple entrance.
Yeah, could well be. Definitely some unknowns. Alright, Cola getting the lesser seen silver rupees in Bottom of the Well. Again, this is a gold, so we'll get some 3 sweet points off getting these. Ink needs to be slightly careful in Kokiri Forest here. Again, Ink has taken a hit. No other runners have taken a hit so far. Not sure if Ink has a bow.
Yeah, it should take his bow out here, surely.
Yeah, bow is significantly easier to deal with these guys with, for sure. Durex getting a nice 4 points off that Gibdu room. There's also 3 points in the Scythe room opposite this, so... And of course the shortcut is on, so they could choose to skip the entire middle of Shadow if they want. There are some goals at the end of Shadow. Killing all of the floor masters in the maze is worth some points. But again, not knowing that you can go there but not get the boss and not get the boss key might not be something you want to do. Even though the points are worthwhile because you can get the Stalfos on the boat as well. So it's about 9 points at the back of Shadow without magic or dins. Either way, just going through it normally. Still looking for items. I think it's worthwhile to sort of try and fish out a magic from your dungeons. Again, they don't know that there is a magic in Domain, but that is definitely going to be the big item that he's looking for at this point. Going for the Stalfos. No problem.
Yeah, a little bit early on those first 2 crouch stabs, but pretty lucky that the Stalfos didn't just decide to hit him.
Yeah, having a sleepy day was that Stalfos, for sure. If that Stalfos had had his morning coffee, then Durax would have been destroyed.
Surprised he doesn't hook the like there as well. Get a free hit on it.
Yeah, I think just scared of the scythe.
Oh,
It does reach ever so slightly outside of that sort of lighter mark, but you're fine normally. Yeah, Stalfos 100% have the highest hit kill rate in Season 2, and probably Season 1 as well. Hard to say what would be next, to be perfectly honest. There's a wide variety of deaths that we've seen. What is Battle Royale? Battle Royale, as we have just approached the past the 1 hour mark, Battle Royale is a game mode where it is less about just rushing to the end of the seed, and it's more about getting as many points as possible by completing certain objectives as you go. It's one-hit KO. If you die, you are out. So you've got to choose your goals wisely as you navigate Hyrule, whilst also looking to beat Ganon for the big points at the end, if you so dare. The settings are... Thank you, Tom. The settings are linked in chat.
And the runners also start with a fairy in a bottle. And as long as they have that and they die, they also have an additional death. So effectively 2 lives, but if they don't have that fairy, that's the first hit, then they are done. Tied for points for Cola and Hyper right now, 42 apiece.
Yeah, Cola getting a good chunk of points outside of from bottom of the well. Hyper did eventually make it back to Domain for what it's worth. Oh, Ink! Oh, wow! An Iron Knuckle death from Ink. That is not something I thought I would see. It was also...
Yeah, I did not catch what happened there.
No, I think
don't
they just...
know exactly what angle he was taking. Yeah. I think that's probably what happened, but...
Yeah, well, there we go. That is the first death, and then again, there are no other races, so we'll not be rotating Ink out. I'm not sure if Trez ever did fix the bot and how it reacts to this. His controller messed up. That's rough. Yeah,
no.
I know. Ink has had a few controller issues in the past. Very, very unfortunate. Ink, you are more than welcome to come and join us if you want to. I understand if you are a little salty about that, but you are more than welcome in the comms booth. Also, we don't know your points because I don't think your points was showing on screen, so unsure what you ended on ultimately. Very unfortunate. GG's either way. More than welcome to come and join us if you want to. We will need to select a different audio source because it was on Ink. Not sure who it will be on now. On Hyper. Okie dokie.
Wow, vanilla music? Alright.
Sometimes you just want to hear the dulcet tones of Zora's Domain.
I guess so. I mean, each time I try vanilla anything, though, I feel like I'm going crazy because I just keep playing the same stuff, and it's just the same every time.
Yeah, weirdly, one of the settings I hate the most, not because it's a bad setting, but just because I can never remember, is vanilla keys. I just don't know where they are, man. Like, I have no idea where the vanilla keys are in this game, so the more vanilla it gets, the more confused I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, DC was in DC. Ice Cavern was vanilla, so two vanilla dungeons so far. Ooh, a hammer on Durax's side.
Oh, that's big.
It's very nice.
Maybe we'll see a temple.
Yeah, it's possible. I would be very surprised if Durax chose this week of all weeks to take a gamble in Fire Temple. Yeah. But they do have a fairy. So, you can take risks with more confidence.
Especially this early in the seed too, right? Like, maybe after the 2-hour mark, you might see that.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because, like, if you lose the fairy, you're actually more inclined to do late game stuff because it's like, well, even if I get hit, it doesn't really matter because I've already lost my 15 points of being hit once. So if Ganon's not on the cards, maybe fire is on the cards. But yeah, it's a tough choice as we drag Ink in. GG Ink, very unfortunate, my friend. Sorry you had controller issues. Can't hear Ink. I'm not sure that microphone is on.
Yes.
There we go.
Sorry, it wasn't on.
No,
yeah. First death, adult SFM, never die there. Like, if you're dying there at this point, I don't know what to tell you. But I jump slashed when I didn't want to, and yeah, that was my first hit. Second one was just oversensitivity, and I wasn't at a good angle for the Iron Knuckle.
Yeah, unfortunate. Thankfully, it is week 7, and you are more than safe on total points, so you do get to give week 8 another stab. But yeah, just unfortunate. Definitely has spiced things up in regards to the top 4.
I presume it's hovers and irons in DC.
Yes, both hovers and irons are in DC.
Yeah, okay. I
as
had
well,
path into
alongside
both.
a wallet and another strength. We actually know
Oh,
what
boy.
all 3 strengths are.
Oh, wow. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it seems like a pretty nice seed, minus, like, the Valley Bomb Bag. I don't know if there was another one just out there on, like...
There was one on King Dodongo.
Okay, so that's... Yeah,
Yeah.
that's bot lock.
Yeah, bomb locked, but we don't know where the 3rd one is, to my knowledge.
I felt kind of okay about my route when I got the Bomb Bag in Valley, just ripping it. But like, at that point I had already taken a death. I considered doing, like, safer objectives. It's just that, it's pretty slow, and, I mean, I'm kind of in a position where I don't need to make up points, but I need to, like, get an okay score, you know?
Yeah.
So, I felt like maybe if I was around, like, 100 or so, I'd be in an okay spot, but, yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah,
Where was
as I say,
Magic, by the way?
Magic was in Domain Shop.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty fine then.
Yeah, we've not seen another one so far. Obviously, if you head towards the dungeon entrance, you're almost guaranteed to find that. Cola is I'm not sure what Cola's doing. Is it just skull routing here? Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they have strength 3 yet, and they've not done 2 dungeons, so it's just going for skulls. It's doing well on skulls, and points generally, so...
Yeah, up to 32.
Yeah, 32 at an hour 13 is pretty good.
I presume the others have not taken a death yet, correct?
No, I don't think anyone has had a hit yet.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the async players are also still going, right, Jim?
Yep, no async finishes just yet. Reminded that there are 3 async runners this week, and once we hit the time that those players finish, I will drop them in the race room. Viper is just full clearing the well, has all of the items to do it, so is going to get essentially what Cola had in terms of some sweet points here. Cola really hard routing skulls now, it seems. 33 points, probably going to get the one in Kakiri Forest. Maybe heading into Spirit here, I'm not 100% sure. They've not dipped GTG yet, to my knowledge.
Also, I presume Rang was just on Cack Arch. Is that correct?
Rang was in Cack Shop.
Cack Shop.
Adult Bazaar.
Oh, I mispeaked then, or forgot to check. That's unfortunate. I mean, I probably would have figured it out, but yeah, that's also rough.
Yeah.
It can look a lot like a bow if you're really fast with it.
No, I think maybe I just forgot to open one of the shops entirely.
Oh.
That'll do.
I'm going to come back for this later. He never came back.
I mean, I had a Cack Path to Baronade, so like I would have known like the
yeah.
process of elimination. But
Yeah.
In
To
the
be
next
fair,
like,
though,
hour or so,
would have messed
yeah.
my route up.
To be fair, we have not seen Jabu, so it wouldn't necessarily have been a rag, because we don't know where it is. Durax getting one of the rarer goals here with the Floor Masters in the Shadow Maze. Again, as I mentioned earlier, Durax is a big fan of Shadow by the look. Well, I say big fan. When compared to other runners, Durax is someone who is more into Shadow than others, I believe.
I don't blame him. I mean, it's super point stance. So, like, if you do Shadow, it's like more than it's like equivalent of doing 50 skulls or like all songs in terms of points value. So, out of curiosity, I mean, I didn't find many entrances at all. I didn't even check Jabu entrance or TC entrance, as you see. So I was on my way to check them. So I'm curious where like Shadow was as well.
So Shadow is in Fire Temple. GTG is in the Forest entrance.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
I
Bomb the Well is in Jabu.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna, you know, probably check like Fire entrance next, but and then into DC entrance, or maybe just go Ice entrance because of the points from the icebergs, but I decided to just like send it on Spirit first because it's pretty point dense. I'm confident with Spirit.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that I kind of got tapped by Iron Knuckle, which doesn't happen at all ever. So yeah, maybe next time. I mean, thankfully, like you said, it's only week 7. It's not week 8.
Yeah, next week is
have to deliver.
Next week's the big week. It's going to decide the finals, and I think the battle for top 4 is on, all things considered. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting week. Looking forward to that one.
Next week is just determined by the race points only, not the total, right?
Both. So it's the
Both, okay.
the one elimination will be on the lowest score of that week, and one elimination will be the lowest points in total.
If it's the same person.
If it's the same person, it is I have wrote this down, but I don't have the document in front of me. There is a tie-break rule. I just forget what it is. If it's the same person, I believe that person counts as the round score, and then it's the next total score that gets eliminated.
Oh, okay. I know it's not probably too likely that happens, but could happen.
No, it definitely could. Definitely could happen. Realistically, it's what should happen by all rights. So.
Something I should note is Hyper had to safely quit out because he got kind of a bad spawn with the dead hand. He's about to tap him, but thankfully got out in time.
Alright. Async player 1 has finished with a time of 1:19:01.
Ooh. So that's either you, Timmy, or Bread.
That's correct. Now, is Durax more confident all of a sudden, or is Durax still on a knife's edge, still looking to get as many as possible? Obviously, they will look to get as many as possible, but it could affect their confidence levels and what they choose to do.
Something to know is that Durax is pretty close by to where his Dins is. We had a DMT path to pull, so I mean, the only thing is he's missing magic, I guess, so he hasn't been...
Yeah, Durax made a really awkward route around Dodongo's cavern. I'm not convinced they're going to get it quickly, but I also don't think they care that much, because they've got a hammer, and they probably know that fire is in Shadow at this point. Like, we've not seen it, but we can make a reasonable assumption. And we know that Nocturne is on OoT, so... You're probably not seeing Fire Temple this seed.
Oh yeah, opponents with Burning Cack too.
Yeah. So some good songs, pretty buried, which is unfortunate. Past the halfway mark, quick points recount. We have 61 points for Hyper, we have 53 for Durax, who's overtaken Cola now. And 51 for Cola, who was dominating the first sort of 20 minutes. Had 29 points at 20 minutes. But has since slowed down fairly significantly. Is on the march for Skulls, however, so is going to get a big payoff as long as they make it to 50.
It's exactly what Durax needs here, too, to stay alive for next week, I believe.
Yeah, Bread was a significant chunk of points behind Durax, 130 points in total. So it was relatively unlikely that Bread was going to catch up as long as Durax had a decent week, but it's not over yet. It's 53 points. Bread could have easily had a very strong week, and yeah, Durax isn't out of the woods just yet.
Ice to Goma, by the way.
Yeah, we're fairly sure that's going to be probably Storms, to be honest. No one's seen Storms. I can only assume that Deku is in the well, because we've not seen that either. I think we know where the rest of our songs are at this stage. Apart from Requiem. So I guess it could also be Requiem, but with hand access and Spirit and Deku, it probably isn't. Requiem is probably vanilla.
Out of curiosity, has Hyper been like pushing Skulls hard, or no?
Not really. No, I don't think they have. Hyper hasn't. They didn't empty that bottle for bugs earlier. I think they've been getting dungeon skulls, but I don't think they've necessarily been pushing overworld skulls that hard. Like I say, Cola has gone.
Yeah, not as hard as
mental
Cola.
on them. Yeah. Although Hyper is choosing to drop their blue fire here, so something tells me they are about to pick up some bugs, as Durax does pick up their Dins. Again, still no magic, so useless right now. We might finally see a water entrance check here.
Ooh, okay.
Not just yet, but I'd be surprised if Durax leaves this area without checking the entrance. Needs to be a little careful of the Gwei.
I mean, I will comment, I think this is the point of the seed where you kind of don't care as much about raw checks anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I think once you're past an hour, checks become less important. Also, Cola proving me wrong. Cola does jump slash at the adult spawn, and is fine. So, you don't take damage with that.
Yeah, if you land on that arch, if you land in the water, I think you would take damage.
Yeah, Hyper is pretty well equipped. I don't think they're going to be too upset at what they don't have right now, so I can see them essentially ignoring checks at this stage. They can easily beat 3 dungeons. They have a spare bottle to get bugs, they have a Rang, they have a hook shot, so yeah, they're probably just going to power through as many points as possible here. Likewise, Cola and Durax also with plenty of items to keep them going. Durax surprisingly doesn't have the Rang by the looks of things.
Doesn't have the magic either, so I guess that's kind of why he's doing checks.
Yeah, magic being missing is a big one, but it wouldn't. I'd be surprised if they didn't eventually make their way to the Jabu entrance. So I'm fairly convinced they will get it if they take out a couple of foes in Forest. Cheeky little 2 points. Let's see how much a Forest Durax chooses to do. They can do all of it essentially, but Forest is dangerous. So how risky are they feeling? Wouldn't be the first time we saw Durax take a couple of hits off some Stalfos. I think that is definitely their least favourite enemy in the whole game. Out of everyone, I'd probably say Durax has taken the most Stalfos hits that I've seen personally. Is there anywhere that's not dangerous in Oko? No. Definitely not.
CAC.
That's about it.
Yeah. I don't know, CAC. I've taken full damage in CAC before.
I guess you can, but
yeah.
I don't know
how... off the roof, right? Like coming down from...
Yeah, off the roof. I've also accidentally pissed off the chickens before. You know, so there's a couple of dangerous places in Kakariko. You've got to kind of force the issue. But yeah, I guess Market... No, not even Kokiri Forest's child because of the boulder. So, yeah, pretty much just Market.
Temple of Time.
Yeah.
Nothing bad can happen there.
Yeah, you have a pretty boring 2.5 hours if
yeah, you're just in a padded Temple of Time.
Oh, that was so
That's very close.
It's okay though. That's a nice 6 points.
Yeah, you got the crouch stab right at the right time there. If there's any later.
Market does have bomb tube bowling. You are right. So yeah, it does also have the. I guess if you count Market entrance, it does have the skull that you could run into accidentally in the guardhouse. That'd be pretty funny.
Most of the indoor entrances are fairly safe though.
Yeah,
you could just chill in there.
Cola continues to ramp up. Skulls, 39. Very, very healthy amount of skulls for only an hour and 27 minutes.
Yeah, he hasn't really done Indian dungeons at all, has he?
No, he's done bottom of the well, and that's it. So, no Ganon's progress. I don't think he'll mind, because He's going to be able to find dungeons in order to do Ganons. He's got enough items. He's done a little bit of Shadow Temple, I think, but nothing else. So I think Cole is actually the only one so far that has the Dead Hand goal complete, because they've done Bottom of the World as well.
Yeah, only 10 more to go till 50, so effectively has that in the bag already. So I think he's going to maybe shift gears here a little bit.
Yeah, you have to still play it a little carefully, because you can just continue to route them in as you progress through dungeons. However, what you don't want to do is accidentally take a couple of hits without guaranteeing that goal. So you really want those sort of 20 points on that hand in before you take too many big risks. Could definitely see a Dodongo's Cavern dip. You know, nice, fairly safe. A few skulls in there to get. That will bring them up to closer to 50. Oh, a big chest in the Welland Forest here. Another bow.
Oh.
No, the bow. No sign of Longshot just yet. We did have Dodongo's Path to Morpher, but that was just Iron Boots. So I don't think we're going to get a Longshot in. Could be chilling in Ganon's Castle. Again, we have Strength 3. We have Strength 3 knowledge. So could be a nice little light trial bonus. Don't think I've seen anyone do light or fire trial at all this season.
Light trial's a little surprising, but I guess the strength 3 is really kind of a stopper to that from those seeds.
Yeah, that's just the big one, really. It's just like, I've not actually seen many people have strength 3. I think this might be the first seed in the weekly settings that have had a strength 3. I think I've seen a couple off in practice, but...
Yeah, the seed, the WinCon by itself doesn't, like, you don't need strength 3 for anything. So it's a little bit harder to come by than, say, like a league seed for this season.
Yeah.
Trials are required, at least 2 of them there. So probably a lot of players, I think, are maybe expecting to see it, and you just don't see it in these settings at least.
Alright, Cola now finally in a progression dungeon, so he's gonna spend 7 or 8 minutes in here, just getting some points, getting Dodongo down. Will be on dungeon reward 2 of 3. Hyper now up to 29 skulls, so has made a good resurgence there. Has got about 9 skulls in the past 7 or 8 minutes, so effective routing. They're not really going to be concerned about getting to 50. I think they've got plenty of time. Didn't quite see Durax's count there. I don't think they're going for 50 at this stage, though. As Cola does pick up the gold gauntlets, so at least one person has all 3 strengths. Durax incredibly scared of this blue bubble, it seems.
I would be too. That guy can go anywhere, man.
Eventually just having some confidence.
Highly mobile.
Cola! Ooh.
Sidestep the slash. Very, very close there.
Cola's going for all skulls, so well, they might not be, but they might come back and do the almost push in. Gotta kill these guys first, though.
I think the issue for Cola is that he can't do the. I don't know how to describe the room. It's a skull. It's the skull that normally you get with like long shot, or you have
the staircase skull.
Staircase skull, yeah. That one is pretty rough to get.
Yeah, it's slow, but there's no reason to not beat DC. Go back in and grab it. It will take a minute, but you know, it's a few extra points. Get some further progress towards their skull goal. They're going to leave DC with 45 skulls if they were to get all of them. No, more than that. It's 47 skulls. Isn't doing the Armos push, though, so something tells me they are not going to get all of the skulls at DC. They're just getting up to 50 whilst also doing DC. Which is fine. I think that's reasonable.
Didn't you get a Scarecrow?
Oh yeah, of course. No, he does have the Scarecrow. Yeah, my bad. I was like, for some reason I was thinking that you need long shot for the Scarecrow, but you obviously don't, so. Alright, Durex with the boss key and Forest, so we might get to see some Phantom Gun in action. Will they choose to go any further? Looks like it. They're heading back out, so I think they are going to hit the bridge again, and they are going to go for the pose into the Stalfos again. More Stalfos stress for Durex.
They're just worth so many points, though, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's
pass up on it.
9 points in one room. It's probably the best room in the game.
Maybe Baronade if you can get it in a pot consistently.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Baronade is 11 points if you do manage to throw the pot. It's a fair point.
Very hard though. I've only seen Durex get it a couple times off the, like, not on the weeklies.
Yeah, he did it in practice last week before the live race, and then tried it in the live race and died. So
it's a lot of RNG with those beams.
Yeah. All right, triple Stalfos time. Coming at the Stalfos at a bad angle, but
no, this is fine. Oh,
it's okay.
Okay. Pretty clean overall. So you have the 2 Stalfos go here. Panic second nut. Oh.
That is okay.
Alright.
So a nice chunk of points for Durex there. 73. Overtaken Hyper with just that one room.
Wow.
If they do get all of the pose, then that will be an extra bonus chunk of points as well. So yeah, Forest, slow, but, you know, points dense for sure. And Durex is also still looking for magic, so as far as they're concerned, if they manage to pull a magic from a dungeon like this whilst getting the points, then absolute win-win. Oh, there is a big chest. Big chest on Blue Poke.
It checks off a lot of boxes that he's kind of looking for right now. The long shot.
Oh, wow, what a pull.
Nice.
That's pretty good. We've not seen Water Temple, to my knowledge, as Durex has to save quit, because I think they've just realised that there is a small key on Phantom Cannon.
Ooh.
So,
might not be worth coming back for the pose. If that's
no,
the case.
Probably not. It's a couple of minutes to get back there, so...
You can 3-key Forest, right?
You could, but if you
Yes,
fall, you have to save quit.
Yeah, if you fall, it's over. But like, they could give it a try.
I think it's not only the 2 minutes that like it takes to get back there that's kind of an issue. It's also just already it's kind of slow. Like really, you're going there mainly for the Stalfos, more so than the Poe objective. The Poe objective is just sort of like, if it's on my way, I'll get it done, you know. But having to go out of your way for it, I don't know. It's pretty debatable.
Yeah, there's so much other stuff that you could do at this point. Only like 90 minutes in. He's still got an hour, a little bit under an hour now.
Yeah, you could, for example,
Could always come back.
You could go find ice entrance. You could go find water entrance. Water has actually like an okay points density. It's just kind of bad for skull routing. Spirit is open. GTG. Well, the rest of it is open. So there's a lot of options there, and might be better to just try and push like dungeon points if you're in that kind of position. I think the only issue Durex maybe has is they're missing the Rang, and if you're missing the Rang, you're kind of less incentivized to like do domain or go up that direction, because you ideally want to like have a Rang by the time you go to Jabu, and if he thinks Jabu is there, which we know it's not, but he doesn't know that, then he's like kind of, you know, gonna be hesitant because he probably doesn't want to backtrack.
Yeah, much like you though, they do have Cacta Baronade, so they might work out that they've just goofed somewhere in terms of finding that Rang.
Yeah, I don't remember where it was. I think it was Field? I want to say Field Destiny Grotto?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Now, it's worth pointing out, Durax got explosives last. So they've probably been in less grottos than everyone else.
Well, he is going Child, so we'll see where he goes direction-wise. If it's towards River and Domain, then he'll kind of trip over and walk into the magic and get some nice points from Well.
Yeah. Speaking of direction-wise, Cola is going backwards through Dodongo's Cavern, so is choosing to go for the full skull set in DC here.
Hyper's in a very dangerous room.
Yeah,
these
this room
guys
sucks.
There's a lot of ways to die in here.
Always kill the middle Beamos. Like, that guy can ruin your day.
We just need to add a heat timer to every room, like call it heat mode or something.
You know where Jabu might be? Might be in Spirit Entrance, which we haven't seen yet, I presume.
Yeah, I think Jabu is very likely going to be in Spirit or GTG.
Oh, can't be GTG. That's
Oh no, it can't be GTG.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're probably.
I
Yeah,
think it's
you're right.
I think it's just here and Shadow Entrance, if I'm not mistaken, and I guess maybe Well, but
Could be the Well. I'm still convinced the Well is Deku Tree, but I might be wrong.
yeah, I would be inclined to agree. Especially because we have Crossing logically available, so I don't see how it would be Requiem. In Ice, that is.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure Requiem is vanilla. Because we definitely have logical access to the hands in the Spirit Temple.
That is strength 3 for Durax, by the way.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So Cola and Durax both on strength 3.
And Durex has the bridge open now, too.
Yeah, Durax does have an open bridge.
Yeah, that's probably what Durex is going for here. It's super high density, and you know, a good chance you could find a second magic, but also there's just like a lot of points there. Maybe we'll see Light Trial for the first time, and even Fire Trial because he has a Goron tunic and the full kit.
Yeah, I think we'll see it. I mean, there's nothing like else that's like really pulling him. He's gone to a couple dungeons now that are all available. It's not like a easy answer for him at the moment in terms of where to go.
Is Hyper not checking Spirit Entrance? Yeah, he's decided to go Adult. So we're not gonna see Spirit Entrance just yet. Looks like Hyper's gonna beat Spirit though. He also hasn't done any dungeons at this point in time though, huh?
Oh, for Hyper?
Who Hyper?
Yeah, on Hyper's end.
No, he's done a good chunk of some dungeons, but he hasn't beaten any.
Yeah. Like I mean beaten.
Yeah, he still needs to get some bosses cleared for sure. I think Durax is going to be fairly curious as to where Water Temple is, honestly. I think the long shot is quite a nice pull. And beating Morpher is fairly simple. To 36 skulls, Cola still rocking at around 47. Now, will Durax finally show us light or fire trial? Again, not seen. I don't think I've seen them at all in Battle Royale just yet. Cola finally with a boss cleared.
Hyper's in DC now, so we'll probably be looking to get everything in there done. Can probably beat Shadow afterwards. I mean, that's probably, I imagine, his best play, considering just the sheer point sensitivity in Shadow and having the full kit. But
yeah,
instead.
I think it kind of just depends on how many skulls he needs. Oh, okay.
So Furores.
Ironically, the one person that can't use Furores finds Furores. Not ideal.
Cola about to hit 50 pretty soon here. I think he's only a few off. Yeah, 3 off now.
Yeah, 47, so pretty trivial getting to 50 at this point. Even if they were to take a random accidental hit, I think they just bail from wherever the hell they are, finish 50 off, and then keep going. So should be fine. Durax throwing the Light Trial Stone. Let's see if Light Trial has a second magic. Well, there's a big chest. They do have one key, and there is also a small key there, so they could choose to do Light Trial here. Of course, you don't actually need to beat Light Trial as such. All of the barrier is dispelled. However, getting the silver rupees in Light Trial is the objective, and it's the Stone of Agony. Great pull. Did not pick up the small key, so that tells me they are not going to beat Light Trial.
Might not be comfortable with it. I mean,
no. To be fair, I hate Light Trial.
Practiced it, yeah.
Yeah, those boulders ruin my shit. I swear to God. So
it's fine as long as you don't hit it one. Then the cycle is off sync. Then it's really scary.
But it is the hitting of the one that is my biggest problem. So
yeah,
not so. Oh, they're in fire trial. Here we go.
He's gone for it.
Going for it. Again, pretty easy with hovers. Has a Goron tunic from earlier. Just needs to be careful of the bubbles. Got to make sure to try and shoot the fire slug. Torch slug? Torch slug?
Torch slug, yeah.
Torch slug, yeah. Just shoot that with a bow before you head over, just so it doesn't mess you up. Cola heading into Spirit Temple. Cola doesn't have the mirror shield, so they won't be able to beat Spirit. So I'm a little surprised they're heading into Spirit.
I'm also kind of surprised they didn't keep the Force entrance with Minuet available.
Yeah, Cola went adult almost immediately. As such, didn't really have... They explored a lot of adult without the hook shot and haven't really been back to a lot of places. I don't think there's a real good reason for not checking the GTG entrance, though, with Minuet.
Well, that's Fire Trial down, so we got to see a new goal this
week. We
week.
finally saw a new goal. It's not Fire Temple, but it's as close as we're getting.
Someday we'll see a seed where Fire Temple locks everything. And people
Yeah, well, it almost. I mean, it almost did last week. You know, light arrows on compass chests. Cola had a glorious chance to finally blow open those fire goals, but didn't fancy the risk. Jurax still looking for magic. No, nothing really in Ganon's castle, apart from Feroz, which again they can't use. So didn't get bailed out. Now, I am a little nervous about whether or not they are going to get to Domain at this point. They've got a good few dungeons on the cards. They've got Long Shot, they could get to GTG. I'm not convinced they're going to choose the Jabu entrance as the best play.
Yeah.
Only 40 minutes to go. Jabu itself is worth a lot of points, and even if you find the bottom of the well, that's also kind of okay. But it's not as good as Jabu in my opinion. I don't think anything else like Deku Tree has been hinted with ice. I think they have that hint, so they should probably know that Deku Tree isn't going to be in the Jabu entrance, so it is one of two.
Direct
yeah,
is that information, I believe, right? Like he doesn't have the ice to go path, so.
Oh yeah, you might be right. Yeah, it's not on their
From
thing.
his point of view, it could be Deku for him, which would actually also be okay.
Well, I don't know. Deku's not great because there's no bonus goals in Deku, and they don't have the boomerang. So
True.
it'd be a pretty rough find.
Yeah.
There's a lot. They don't have the scale either, so there's no good way to getting to Deku. It's not Deku, the Jabu entrance. So
I don't think he goes there with 40 minutes left.
no, I think he needs a scale to bail him out. If you find a scale, I can definitely see going to Domain just to try and find magic. Ultimately, the shop is a dense location. It's quick to get to with Serenade and a scale, but without one, I don't think it's on the cards.
I guess I should ask: have we seen? So Drex has the mirror shield, right? But did he do like other things in GTG at all, or did he just do the 2 checks and bail?
I do not recall Jurax doing anything in GTG other than the lobby.
Okay, so that might kind of push him into the scale, maybe. Just
because the scale was on the ledge above the SOT blocks, and I don't think they went that way. As Hyper finally finds hovers, and Cola picks up their 50th skull. So big hand in for Cola. Didn't even check 20 and 30. They were that committed to getting skulls that I don't think they ever checked the hint.
We still don't know which one is 50.
There we go. Gets them all. Nice bundle of arrows worth 20 points. They'll be pretty chuffed with that. So jumping up to 93, which is only just ahead of Hyper and still behind Jurax. So despite the fact that they went for the long goal there, they are fairly behind in terms of sort of beating dungeons, getting close to finishing the seed, but are probably going to head towards another dungeon that they complete, open up Ganon's castle as soon as they can, which isn't Spirit, because again, they don't have a mirror, so not entirely sure where they're going next. Also, they don't have irons, so they somehow managed to miss iron boots in Dodongo's cavern.
Yeah, unless Scrub's near a bomb bag.
Yeah.
The chest there.
That is very peculiar.
Oh, well, he didn't have explosives, remember? He only had like a 4 or 5, so he didn't want to spend one.
No, Cola only just left.
Oh, Cola. I thought you meant Durax, sorry.
No, Jurax has both boots.
Oh, it's even.
Sure. Yeah, but Cola, there's no real excuse for Cola not having the irons.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And that's rough, because Forest is a pretty good dungeon to just go and beat. So it looks like they're forced into Shadow Temple here, which is not free. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
Still very good points, though. I mean,
yeah, points dense.
Cola might be thinking, maybe beat Shadow, beat Ganon, and finish up.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable. They've got loads of time. Like they've got 38 minutes. beating Shadow probably takes about 6 with the shortcut on, something like that. They've already done Dead Hand.
Tied with Hyper at 93 points apiece, and Durax is at 103, 10 points ahead of them right now.
Yeah, Durax having
it's really pacing
week
right now. Yeah.
I think at this point, Durax should feel very, very confident that Breadcoon is not going to overtake them, just based on the original difference coming into the week, and knowing that the
Breadcoon would have needed 233 now.
The performance of a lifetime, I think.
236, excuse me. Yeah. As of now.
Looking at that spreadsheet too. I mean, we haven't seen anything over 200, right? Once out of Hyper, week 5. So pretty unlikely to say the least.
Yeah, 203 with the highest score so far in the tournament, as you say. One player again has the async players has finished. There is no sign of who that is right now. Durax probably still confident anyway. It was either Bread and Durax is fine, or it's not Bread, but because of Durax's points, Durax is still fine. So I think the pressure's off. But
yeah, I think
Durax is still. Sorry, go on.
I think now he's just gonna be focusing on trying to get as many points as possible so that he can, make a top 4 push, because that's probably the next goal per se.
Yeah, for sure. It's not just about surviving; it's about locking in top 4 next week with the last weekly of the season. Oh, there's a hit.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Durax, the Stalfos hit his child.
Yeah.
I mean,
even with the K-Sword as well.
Yeah, it should be safer with Stalfos as child, because you are lower, so it should be a little bit easier to hit them.
I think he just went directly in front of the stuff. Like,
yeah.
If you crouch to the left, it's pretty much free. But he went right in front of him, and just a simple slash, and it's over. So, Durax still good, but does not get the bonus 15 points for surviving till the end, which could matter, could make a big difference. Durax does not have magic, so there is no big goal on the cards for Durax right now.
Cola just made it through the first spinner room, so he's up a few points now, only 6 behind Durax. Just hit the triple digit. And Cola's out of there.
Cola
does not like the way the Stalfos is moving there.
Yeah, he was not
little shifty.
There's no reason to fight those Stalfos either. You could just go to the back of the boat. Even if they fall off the boat, you still get the points. So, maybe a bit too confident there from Cola.
We got to think about that second one if you intend to fight the first two, your positioning. Yeah. So it'll always drop around the same spot for the second Stalfos, and I think he was actually really close to it, just like dropping, and it could have immediately slashed him if he had played that out a little bit more. So might be taking that approach with this one. Maybe we see him at the back of the boat on the second boat attempt here.
Yeah, I'd be amazed if they didn't play it a bit safer. They've still got loads of time, but they did lose a good 70, 80 seconds with that mistake. Hyper, meanwhile, is in Ice Cavern. We have not seen any ice action at all. I think Cola found ice and then immediately abandoned it. But that was 10 minutes in, so I think that was a bit more reasonable. Still going for the Stalfos. Not dissuaded by the initial scare, which, to be fair, is the right play. Don't lose confidence. Just remain confident in what you're doing. You'll probably be fine.
Yeah, man, the Stalfos can smell fear. So if you're at least a little bit scared, they will Just pounce on you, man.
Yeah, it's such an accurate statement.
I mean, I know they don't have noses, but you know, it's
At one
the
point in
concept.
time, you know, they definitely did. So
It's
even
so
beyond
strong
death,
that
yeah.
even in the afterlife, you know, they're still strong.
Indeed. Well, making it off the boat in one piece.
One Piece?
One piece.
Oh, look where Durex is headed.
Yeah. Wait, where is Jirax headed?
Upriver, probably going to domain.
Is this river? Yeah, it is. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no scale.
Ganon is back on the table. As long as they go to domain.
Still a
Which
healthy
they
amount of
should do.
time left too. What do you think he'll go for in addition to Ganon here? Because that Ganon only takes like 5-10
Well,
minutes from where he's at.
I think,
Well,
yeah, you
Well-
definitely check out the entrance here, and I think regardless of Jabu or bottom of the well, I think
You just
Jirax
do it.
does. Like, if it's Jabu, I think Jirax goes for Baronade. If it's bottom of the well, Jirax will probably go for all of the goals in bottom of the well.
Well, at least according to his
Oh,
tracker,
wait.
he doesn't have rangs, so
Yeah, Jirax doesn't have rank. Yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah.
might not have seen it. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, so ironically, Jirax is praying for the well here.
he
Just
might
jump.
know about the rang, actually, but he was in CAC so early, and when he did DC, he didn't have a. Well, he did get the wallet at least from DC, so maybe I don't know. Maybe
Well,
he doesn't know them.
They're definitely fishing out magic. There's no way you come all the way up here and don't check the shop. So I think I think Ganon is now back on the table for Jirax, which is ideal. And Jirax is the only one with a hammer, so we'll have an easier time with Ganon as well. As we approach the 2-hour mark, still only 2 finishes.
Oh, I thought it was 3. 2 async and ink, or is
No,
it
just
just
one,
2?
just one async.
Okay.
Just the one at 1 hour 19 minutes, but still 2 async runners going.
right, here comes the magic for Durex. He's gonna be pretty happy.
Yeah, he's gonna be really pleased with that one. Shame they can't use that for Raws effectively to go back, but still going to be pretty chuffed they found it. Now, they are going to have to be careful again. They have taken a hit. They are not going to want to jeopardize finishing the race in terms of like getting the big chunk of points. Oh, Cola!
Ooh! Saves it. Saves it. All right.
Wow.
All right. Small clap
That was
there.
the
That,
last
that was
second.
good.
Wow.
Cola having one of the worst Shadow Temples of his life.
He has to go across the boat
Yeah, he
again.
got to do it again. He's lost about 5 minutes in Shadow Temple here.
Oh man. I mean, he's still getting points though, at the very least. Like he's like between all of these save quits, he's still gotten points every time. So
Yeah, it's not
but
it's
yeah,
not fruitless, but it's certainly not efficient.
for sure.
Because Cola still needs to beat a boss. You know,
That's
Cola-
rare to miss that too.
Yeah, it's not what I was expecting. Maybe he had his eye on his tracker or something like that. The sort of autopilot kicked in a little ineffectively. But he's going to have to go across the boat again. Will not get any more points for killing the Stalfo. So surely this time, Cola goes to the back of the boat.
A great reaction time though too to like something that should be like pretty much autopilot at that point,
Yeah.
like going to the bongo door.
It was so close as well. That void out was maybe a couple of frames away from triggering, and granted, Cola still could have reset without saving, but that would have reset his progress in the back of Shadow. So
Yeah, it's so easy for your brain to like just like blank, turn off, gasp, like instead of taking action there too.
Yeah.
So
you've just described my brain in every way, and Hyper pulling out storms from Ice Cavern. And another reminder, Hyper also has not been a third dungeon.
still only the 2 finishers,
Water
2 hours into. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it looks like he's checking water entrance here, and we'll probably be able to just beat Forest and then go to Ganon's, from his point of view. I
Cola,
imagine.
what are you doing? If Cola gets hit here, I'll be so... Look, he's going to have to save quit again. He's wasted another minute and a half. What is going on?
I think it's just gone to his head at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe he also forgot that you can indeed stand on the edge of
There's
the boat.
no way Cola forgot you could stand on the back of the boat. No way. No one... Cola's been playing this game for like 6 years.
Well, you say that, but like, wasn't he playing the PAL version until like, I don't know, not even that long ago?
Yeah, but that you can still hide on the boat on that version, you know?
You know what? You know why I think he might be worried? So I can speak from experience that there are some rare instances where you're like at the edge of the boat and a Stalfos clips you. It's very rare, but maybe he just really does not want that risk.
Yeah, it's possible. Those 15 points for the fairy are very worthwhile, so I get not wanting to take any risks. But at this point, Cola has lost the best part of 6 minutes just trying to get to Bongo.
And looking at Cola's kind of scores from all the weeks too, he's been kind of up and down among all of these different races. It's really between week 3 and 4 that he's going to get like a similar finish between last week and this week. Kind of that's point spread. So maybe he's just like extra worried about like it's coming up a little bit short on that.
Speaking of coming up short, he is now last in terms of points against the 3 runners on Restream. Oh, Durax! Jesus Christ, that was close.
Yeah, we saw Hyper save quit for the same reason earlier.
Yeah, Dead Hand is
so many things
really
can go wrong.
Really nice having the lens in the bottom of the well for this reason. All right, Cola finally just hanging off the boat, you know, chilling out.
That is actually probably a safer way to do it, to be honest.
I think so, but then you can't press A, right? Otherwise you just fall, so nothing's free here.
No. But if you're pressing A at that point, then you deserve to die, quite frankly, so...
I have a lot of time to react to it, at very least, so... Alright, let's see if he gets through here. And he does. Very nice.
Oh, Hyper going for 3 key force and gets it.
Yeah, he gets it. So Hyper is going to have a pretty decent forest, especially with that small key. Oh, I think Hyper's fine.
Very close there.
Yeah. Yeah, that small key on Phantom Ganon does mean that if Hyper chooses to go and just do the dungeon the way that Durax did it, he will be fine.
Yeah, he'll have just enough time for Forest plus Ganon. Really not a whole lot of time to spare, so pretty efficient routing, perhaps, here, coming from Hyper.
And inefficiently, in the top left, Cola has finally beaten Bongo.
Alright, well, it's dead.
So, Bongo is dead. Cola has his 3rd dungeon reward. Ganon is open.
Big chests on checkerboard room here.
Oh, interesting. If this is Magic 2, I'll laugh because of how close Durax was.
Ooh.
No. Alright, just a tunic.
Yep.
Speaking of tunics, we've not
obligatory. I did 3-key t-shirt. I did it.
I'm amazed that no one checked Colossus.
Like at all, or
like at all? Like I've not seen anyone.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
Check the entrance, get the song. I'm stunned that essentially all of them have to Spirit.
I mean,
not check the dungeon entrance.
I really don't want to mess around with levers. I don't blame them.
Yeah, you don't have to mess around with levers jumping from the hands though. You can land on the concrete and there's no levers. It's pretty free. So I'm just surprised. Like it's
at least
not,
to check
the
dungeon entrance. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because you can save in Spirit and then jump down and then just quit and you're back in Spirit, right? So I am a little surprised.
I actually considered doing that myself, but yeah, didn't get to that point.
I think a part of it for that is they just had better options, other options. Not necessarily if they're better, but
Ooh.
it's not really forcing them to go that way. So I don't know. I can kind of see it why you wouldn't want to just like just jump down. You have to go all through Spirit to even get to that point. So if you don't do it in the moment, it can be kind of hard to justify going back for that.
Jurax, by the way, is back in Shadow Temple.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to comment. I was pretty surprised at that.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, he's got a little bit of time to kill, so
Yeah, I mean he's
Might as
already
well.
done the back of Shadow as well. He's got the Floor Masters, the Floor Master chest. He's killed the Stalfos and the boat. So
Just need
just
boss
going,
speed.
just going back for the boss
Bongo,
key
yeah.
and bongo is all right. It's not loads of points. It's just one boss, and it is like 3 minutes, so it's fine. For the risk factor, I'm not entirely convinced it's worthwhile.
I was gonna say, I think there's better points options for directs at this point. Like, checking ice entrance, maybe doing ice. That's kind of like a few more points. Maybe you'll even have time for Deku if you're, like, just to get Goma out of the way.
Well, Jurax never went into the Javu entrance. They found magic and dipped, and I'm
No,
kind of
they did
surprised.
everything well.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did.
yeah, they did well.
Oh,
It's just fast. They
how the
didn't
hell
do all the
did I blank?
skulls, but they did the silver rupees.
Durex
Direct
wanted to get. Durex just wanted to get the last skull and shadow for the points. Didn't even want
Oh,
to get
okay. That's fair enough.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, that is a fairly decent few points. So, as they're at 130 now, which is pretty strong. Cola is 115 and inside Ganon's castle, so I would imagine Cola isn't going to leave Ganon's castle at this point.
Oh,
Yeah,
light
it's getting to
trial
that point-
incoming. Maybe.
It's getting to that point where they kind of have to position toward Ganon a little bit more. It's 20 minutes on the board here. Not a ton of extra time.
Jurax is...
Okay, no light trial, unfortunately, on Cola's side. I was.
Damn.
He doesn't have the key. He doesn't have the small key.
Ah, right.
Oh, there's only one
Yeah.
in the trial. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the other one is in Spirit Trial, so he will get it here. He might choose to do it. He has time. Like again, I don't think Cola is leaving. He will find Farouz though, so there's a world where he's like, oh, now that I've got Farouz, I can quickly go do something else, and then just whiz back. But we'll see. He might value the 15 points from the fairy a bit too much here in terms of not wanting to risk that loss. Because if he beats Ganon, keeps his fairy, that's, what, 55 points? So he'd be at 170 points, and that's pretty good. That's not even including the tower climb and the rest of the trials. So Cola is probably close to about 200 here if they max out Ganon's.
Yeah, they're pushing 190s right now. Probably can maybe even scrape 200 with the trials.
Unfortunately, they did not get the checks in Spirit Trial. So,
Oh, Ink,
no.
what was your ending score, by the way? We couldn't see it on stream.
Oh yeah, 39 only.
Okay.
Jurax is in Ice Cavern.
Oh, there's a
Cola has reset.
fire keys. It was right on his tail. There's not a whole lot he could have done. It did not have enough time to like turn around and shield it. Maybe could have spin slashed it, but you might as well just because you're already in tower. You're just gonna go back to the beginning here.
Yeah, sorry Neil, I missed that question. But yeah, once you beat Ganon, you are done, regardless of how much time you have left. You can beat Ganondorf and quit, but Ganon itself is the finale. I'm amazed Jurax is in Ice Cavern, by the way. Just a high level of confidence they must be feeling at the moment. Kohler is not playing it safe with the Donalphos here.
It still has 2
Okay.
hits left, right?
Yeah, full of confidence,
Hyper.
so that's fine. You know, even if they jump, as long as you know that they're going to jump, you're okay. You know, as long as you just sort of side roll, you don't get hit. So, you know, with enough practice, even the Donalphos aren't really a worry. It's only the Stalfos that don't yet have a solid
Dangerous
strat.
territory here for Hyper. He's got both Stalfos active. That one almost
Jesus.
hit him.
Kohler's quit again!
Oh, wow.
Oh my god, Hyper, how didn't you die?
He's in a corner, and he has got 2 Stalfos. He's trying to take his lunch money.
I've never seen all 3 runners in such dangerous positions.
Wow.
God damn.
And it's all caused by just one mistimed crouch stab, and that can happen.
Right, well, thankfully, all 3 of them have survived their perils. Durex are in less trouble than the rest, but I've been making it through. Where was Magic? Magic was in Zora Domain shop for a cheeky 55 rupees.
Kohler really? Wow, Kohler really just going to reset there, too. Okay.
Wow, I think Kohler has
He was
wasted...
safe there. You just didn't know where the other Stalfos was, so...
Kohler has probably wasted 10 minutes of this seed through resets.
I mean, he's got to just have Ganon on his routing bucket list here, and that's it. It's kind of how he's been playing this, at least.
I think it's top... Well, he could just clear tower, maybe go back down for, like, forest trials.
See how much he has left or something, and then engage that. Yeah, and he has Furor's Wind, right? Oh, no, he doesn't have Furor's Wind.
He doesn't have Furor's, but he does have... He does have Strength 3, so Fire Trial again is on the cards for Kohler if he chooses it. Alright, that's Stalfos, no problem.
This one, pretty problematic.
I know Kola has said that he really hates these Stalfos in particular.
Yeah,
like
yeah, I mean, this one can just freely move into the fire, like it's no big deal. There's kind of really a limited area in this room just to deal with them in general.
Nice
and the Sword of the Stalfos, it just covers so much
area.
area.
Oh my god.
Wow. That should have hit him, right? Like,
I have never seen anyone finish off a Stalfos with an uppercut.
Yeah, that was the if you the like combo hit or whatever, like that you never use.
That was
wild. Crazy.
I think all 3 of them should have been hit by Stalfos.
Yeah.
At some point in this seed. Obviously Durax was. But even then in Forest, Durax should have probably taken another hit. Hyper incredibly dodged one of the Stalfos in Forest Temple as well. So yeah, we've seen skin of their teeth levels of dodging.
Oh, not even dodging, just killing the opponent, you know?
Yeah.
Something to note is that Hyper didn't beat PG yet. He's turning in 51st. I guess probably worried about PG.
With a fairy?
Yeah.
He still has to get the reward, right? To get the 50-point reward for the objective, right?
Yeah, I think he needs one more skull as well off the roof here. So.
Oh, okay.
But I'm surprised. I don't really see a reason to leave Forest without beating PG.
Yeah, from his point of view, I don't see it either.
Fair play to Durax, though. Durax had no reason to come to Ice Cavern, quite frankly. Especially with only 1 life left, but has managed to successfully navigate it thus far.
Alright, Kola's starting the Dwarf fight.
Yeah, I think this is just it for Kola. Kola beats Dorf and Ganon here and just calls it there. Their nerves must be shot to bits considering how many times they've reset this seed.
Yeah, I don't think the confidence is quite there to, include anything else in their routing, so...
Yeah. I think it's just,
While we're at it, have any other async finishers finished yet? Oh, okay.
Oh, it's still going.
Cola not getting the one cycle. Yes, this is one hit KO. So even the slightest tick of damage is a life lost. Cola and Hyper still unhit so far. Durex down to their last life, no fairy. Alright, Cola has made it through Dorf. Is just going to go for the kill now on Ganon. No hammer, so nut strats. Or bow strats, I guess, on Ganon here.
Yeah, is that Storms you're talking about? Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And Durax is on 147 points. Still with Ganon and Ganondorf to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's at least entered Ganon's, right? Or does
Yeah,
he
he's
stop to
done.
go?
Yeah,
Okay.
He's done Tower. So there is 40 points on the cards for Durex. Not
Going
sure
to
what
Forest?
they're doing. Yeah, Forest. They didn't beat Phantom Ganon. Did they?
They did. For
They
sure.
did. Oh no, they did.
It did,
no,
yeah.
Yeah.
Saved quick. Unsure what they're going. Clearly, they think they have more time to do other stuff at this point. And you know what? Again, fair play. Top 4 is on the line. Not just next week, but this week too. All the points count. So
Some unique nut strats for Cola. Does not have the hammer or big round sword here.
yeah, takes 10 hits to take Ganon phase 1 down with every weapon except Master Sword. Hyper is in the back of Shadow here.
Yeah, Hyper wants to beat Bongo instead of PG. It's pretty. It's gonna be pretty tight because he's still.
Yeah, I'm genuinely still like. I'm stunned that Hyper has not beaten 3 dungeons in 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh. Okay, Cola being a little
It's
close
okay.
there.
Really playing it safe here.
Yeah,
Again, I think
he's-
Cola's confidence is absolutely on the floor, so just playing it ultra safe. Oh, yeah, there we go. Be a little careful. You can just shoot light arrows at Ganon, by the way, and it does stun him, so that is an option if you wanted to play it like giga safe.
Another shocking one. Durex is in Spirit.
Yeah,
trying to
what the
scrape
hell
up
is
some points.
just really going for it? Fair play. But Cola has taken Ganon down while the final hit coming in here. So despite nerves being shredded, despite a lot of time lost with save quits, still ending with a decent score. I think 160, 170 here.
Gonna look at
going with the
Ganon.
zero. Yeah. Relish in victory, and there we go. Cola with a finish time of 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 35 seconds. GG's to Cola. Alright, just 2 to go. Tom, if you want to swap to the 2-person setup for the last sort of 7-8 minutes, feel free to do so. Otherwise, it's fine. Stay on here. As Async Player 2 has finished with a time of 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 27 seconds. 3 to go. One more async runner.
Oh, there's the hit for Durex.
Oh, on Iron
Horizontal
Knuckles.
slice. Horizontal
Oh,
slice
that-
does not get
wow.
Ganon's.
The stream just got cut as it happened.
Wow.
Didn't see it
Wow.
on stream. Showing me and Cola rather than Durex and
Yeah.
Hyper, unfortunately.
Tom, wrong 2.
Yeah, Durex just got hit by the Iron Knuckle in Spirit. Unfortunate for his route here, just kind of falling apart at the finish line. Still 150 points though. Not
Yeah,
Nothing
not
to
not too
wag your
shabby
finger.
for sure.
Yeah.
Right. GG's Cola, welcome in.
Yo, GG's.
Congrats on the finish. You had us all. Well, I've never been so nervous watching anyone
Oh,
race
yeah,
Battle Royale
I've
my
been
whole
nervous.
life. That Shadow Temple was a complete disaster.
Oh yeah, it was, dude. I saved what, like 5 times or something. It was crazy.
But yeah, overall, still a strong score. What was your finishing score in the end?
185 points.
Nice, yeah, a very, very solid score, so congrats on that one. As we head into week 8. Durax dying to an Iron Knuckle just as you were joining us. 2 hours and 21 minutes. So it's just Hyper left. Hyper finally finishing their 3rd dungeon. They've not done the climb yet.
They haven't even opened bridge.
No, so they are not beating Ganon this seed.
That's gonna be really close if he can make it. Maybe he
Yeah.
can.
No chance. There's no way you can make it up there with none of the enemies killed in 6 minutes.
Yeah, he would really have to gung ho. Like,
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
yeah,
Play. Very aggressive play would be required for that for sure.
I think
technically
if-
you can do it, but it's really close. Even if you really have perfect execution.
yeah, I think they've been a bit greedy ultimately, but they'll get the points up the climb.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, as we invite Durax in. GG's Durax, very hard luck right at the end there. I think you might be muted.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
There we go. Yeah, it's just saying GG's, hard luck right at the end. What was the thought process of sort of the last 10-15 minutes?
Just gathered as much save points as I could, but you know, even then I died. It's a stupid mistake.
Yeah, I guess at the very least, I imagine you had. When were you sort of like confident that you weren't going to be beaten by bread based on sort of time?
Well, he needed to be like, I don't know what it was, like
133.
well, yeah, above me. And when I got around 100, I was like, okay, I should be safe, because like someone getting 230, it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair play. And you did route this well. You were like you Hyper and Cola basically have swapped positions in terms of point leads for quite a lot of this seed. Cola had an unbelievably dominant 20 minutes. Like I think you were on like 29 points in like 25 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you took a fairly big pause when you went back to your sort of child 2. Hyper then took the lead, and then after that, Hyper slowed down, Cola caught up, but then Durax, you took the lead as well, sort of like in the mid-game. And then an unfortunate death to the... I guess both of your deaths were in Spirit now that I think about it, with that first Stalfos kill. Which was... Oh, Hyper takes a death! Oh, dear!
Oof.
Well, he's... I'm
Tower
not
Stalfos. Yeah,
Does he
that's-
I would be
Ganon?
salty about that one because the Stalfos is stunned and everything.
yeah, that was like right at the edge of their hitbox too. I feel like.
Yeah, these...
Yeah.
As Brett rightfully points out, this room has a
It's almost-
huge death rate.
Oh, it has, for sure.
Oh god.
It's
not
almost
through
like
yet.
the forest Stalfos.
I'm not sure Hyper beats Dwarf, you know. Oh no, he's got enough time to beat
No, he's
Dwarf.
got dwarf time, just not Ganon
Yeah.
time. It's 90 seconds from when that cutscene starts, so it's not looking too likely here. It's gonna have to have like, even with the perfect dwarf, he's like maybe 30 seconds off or something. I think it could be that close at least. It depends on how well the dwarf goes, but
Yeah, it's about
not
3 minutes that you need when you start Ganondorf.
yeah, he would have had even with playing this a little bit, like two knuckles at a time. Can do with the
Yeah.
Master Sword, but it's even with that, it doesn't look like it's
I think without the death on the Stalfos, maybe it's possible if you kill them really fast and then you go for the double knuckles.
Yeah,
But
yeah, for sure. At least we'll get the. There's still dwarf points, right? So
Yep, still
well, at
still
least
15
secure
points
those.
for Dwarf.
Nice. So looking like 169.
nice.
Nice.
Only Cola going hitless.
Yeah, that's been a trend. I've been hit very little, but I'm taking my time to not get hit, usually.
Yeah, that one tower Stalfos was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. How you didn't get hit by that tower Stalfos was
Yeah, oh my
beyond
god,
me.
dude.
Sort of gave him like
Say,
Kazuya from Tekken 8 uppercut at the end. It was unbelievable.
Basically.
Yeah.
I was gonna say those
I'm
Stalfos
sure
in
you
that
can.
room, they need a raise.
Yeah, honestly, I
Definitely.
need to pay them more next season.
Oh, I mean, I'm in from Dwarf, but that works too.
Well, you know, Dorf is not one for wages or slave labor. All right, Hyper, you've got 90 seconds.
Doesn't
Yeah, as
have
long as he
that
doesn't
there.
3-cycle this, it should be fine. A little bit early on these slashes, so
Yeah,
yeah.
he's missed one cycle, so 70 seconds. Oh! Oh boy!
It's getting a little close here.
I'm not a fan of the threat of jumping over there. That's
Yeah,
so scary.
I don't quite get it either.
Yeah, I mean, usually just hang off the ledge where you can climb.
Async player 3 has finished at 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 11 seconds. As Hyper
Alright.
is potentially going for a Wolfos kill or something like that.
Yeah, maybe
get-
the
yeah.
forest trial one.
Yeah.
That's about all you can do here. If you had like
Already-
another
Spirit
minute, you
Trial
could go
done.
for fire trial.
You could get Spirit Trial rupees done in 30 seconds.
Does he have
Yeah, if you don't-
for fire trial?
I think he
No,
already.
he doesn't.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, you don't need it for the silver rupees. Oh my god.
No, you don't. Yeah, I was
Oh,
kind of surprised.
You
you
only
didn't.
need it. Oh god damn it!
But-
You only needed to cross over.
Yeah, you don't need to get to the end. But Hyper has finished in race time. GG's to Hyper for surviving, ultimately, for the 2.5 hours. And we will... Yeah, they're in the weight room. So we'll get them straight in. Welcome in, Hyper. GG's.
Yo,
GG's.
GG. Petition to change the time to 2 hours and 32 minutes so I can stop rolling it.
I mean, all I'm saying is you could have killed Phantom Gammon about 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, Fanning sucks.
Yeah.
I
so,
had it all mapped out in my head. 'Cause my score was gonna be huge. But I just mismanaged by like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it did look right at the end. It's like, oh, I'm not sure you have it. When you were sort of heading into Shadow, it's like, oh, this is going to be really close. But yeah, it's not quite there at
Yeah.
the end. Obviously, taking the hit off the Stalfos as well, which is took her out some further time, which wasn't ideal.
Yeah. I had to play pretty much perfect to be able to finish in time. And without the hammer, it was not looking great.
Yeah, hammer, but of course, being Durax was the only one that found the hammer, which was in the Shadow Trial pot. Not Shadow Trial, sorry, the Shadow Temple pot room. But yeah, everyone else, not strats or busts, really. But yeah, like I said, GG's. Still a huge score, 181. Not quite
Yeah.
as high as Cola's, 185, although Cola's score is backed up by the most anxiety-ridden Shadow Temple of my entire life. So, you know, it's, I think Cola, you could have easily got more points had you had a better sort of end to that temple. But
For sure, if I don't save up like 5 to 10 times in Shadow Temple, I can do Ice Cover and the entirety of it.
yeah, for sure. But with that said, let's go through the final points for this week. So as we kind of knew coming into this race, it was largely Bread versus Durax. There was still a world where it was me in the risk as well, but Bread would have needed to have an incredible score, and I'd have basically needed to die within 5 minutes. I'm pleased to report I did not die within 5 minutes. But as far as the score goes, it goes Ink on 39, and then it goes Timmy on 43 with a 1 hour 19 minute 1 second finish. And then it goes myself on 123, and then it goes Durax on 150, followed up by Hyper on 181.
I'm gonna change
Followed
that,
up.
Chimp. I'm actually
is
on
what?
200. I'm on 201. I forgot to do the 50 skulls.
Oh, you're on 201. Okay, well, in which case, it then goes Cola on 185. And with an unbelievably good score in second place, Breadcoon on 200 points.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
god! Wow.
Damn.
And finishing up as with the newly refreshed score in first place with Hyper on 201 points. So Bread put in one hell of a shift in this async in order to try and stay in. Unfortunately, Durax also had a very solid run. So despite the incredible efforts of Bread in this week 7, they are unfortunately eliminated on the lowest total. And that takes us down to 6. So week 8, Hyper, Timmy, Cola, Ink, myself, and Durax all playing for top 4 positions. I haven't got the score totals to hand, but I'll update that after the race. I think Hyper and I was going to say Timmy was safe. However, with everyone's scores being what they were, there is a world where Timmy could have a bad week and on points total alone has potentially throw it away. So I think the only person safe on total points at this stage is Hyper. But that's not to say that Hyper couldn't be eliminated with the week lowest round score next week is all to play for. So yeah, we 1 week to go. What are our confidence levels after this week, guys?
I just want to say, Oak, do you think you can send me that ESS adapter? I might need it.
Did you die again from your controller?
Yeah, both my deaths were controller stuff, unfortunately.
Oof, let's go. Yeah, next week's gonna be a completely different mindset. I feel like everyone
Oh, for sure.
everyone left has the potential to hit a 200 score. So it's definitely one you want to play live because you just want to know when a finish has come through. So a little bit of those nerves can wear off, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's the exciting part now.
I did just quickly do the total scores, so I'll just I think despite me saying that Timmy was in trouble, Timmy probably isn't in trouble. It's 1,194 points for Hyper, 927 for Timmy, so a big gap between first and second. Then it's Cola on 848, and then it's me on 670, Durax on 643, and Ink on 631. So I think, ignoring the round score, which obviously could go to anyone at this point, I think it's probably between Durax, Ink, and myself for that 4th position in the final race. But that's not to say that Hyper can't get killed within 5 minutes, and then Timmy gets 2 points. So it could all be twisted around. But no, I think, huge GGs to everyone up to this point. We are almost there, and a massive GGs to Bread, who again was basically came into the tournament fairly late in terms of practice and stuff, and I think put in an unbelievable effort to try and stay in this week. So yeah, huge congrats there, but huge well done for Hyper for winning the week and the live race on 201. So yeah, GG's. And I guess we're about done, unless anyone else has anything to go on.
I mean, I guess see you all next week. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Good luck,
Yeah.
don't die.
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, Next week's going to be pretty intense. I will poll people probably tomorrow morning for when is the best time, because I want to get as many people in the live race as possible. Obviously, myself excluded. But yeah, I definitely want to try and get everyone else on restream if possible, especially Timmy, as they've not managed to grace the restream at this stage. And they did mention that they could possibly be free on the Saturday. So yeah, well, we'll see what we manage to rustle up in terms of time and date, but we'll get that one properly sorted tomorrow morning. Yeah, take it away, Tom.
All right. Thank you guys for a great exhibition, or whatever you want to call that, how this works. I feel like exhibition is the best way to look at it, because it's a race for points, but it's whatever. Either way, great watch. It was a great watch. Everyone else, thanks for coming out. Comms, thank you for coming. Baseball, thanks for setting this up. I'm going to send this over to everyone's favorite water creatures, and we'll see you next time.